Hello. This is gigantic. Let's fix that. Okay, much better. So right before I started the stream, I was like pulling the game up, I was getting it set up, and I had it in windowed mode. Um, and then I was like, oh, wait a sec. It's not actually filling my game box the way I want it to. So I had to position it kind of awkwardly to get it to fill it more or less right. And then while it was in the starting screen, I was looking at the settings in the game, and I saw I could switch it to full screen and all that. And then when I did that, it blew the screen size up, and then I couldn't check until the stream started. So that was why it was big. Anyway, welcome to the stream. Happy Saturday. It is gross weather where I am, so I hope it's nicer where you are. And I hope you're ready to get spooked with me. Hopefully not too much spook, a little bit spook. I am thinking this will probably be like about a 3-hour long stream. Just gonna do chapter 2. And then get some dinner. Woo! So we got about 3 hours of spooking. Let's do this. Hello, Master. Hello, Jenny. Hello, anybody else who may be lurking. I'm early. I thought I was on time. I have switched my Saturday schedules times a decent amount. Like, I think I've done 2 o'clock. I've done 4. I think I've done 8. So it's not as consistent as Sunday, which is pretty much always 2. And then the weekdays are pretty much always at 8. Like, Saturday has a little variance. So it's understandable. It's understandable. I can't make this stream, but have fun. I'm going to be busy the next few days, so I won't make it to another stream for a bit. Have fun. I'll see you next time. Sounds good, Jenny. I mean, I guess you're not here to hear my response, but I hope your busyness doesn't last too long and you're able to get back to quieter and more relaxing days sooner than later. Spook Central is our next stop. Repeat Spook Central. You look out the window on your right, you'll see Leo Scared Tower. Right beside Leo, Jump Scare Skyscraper. Ooh. Those are quite the landmarks, and I'm sure they will both be happening. See, I just said both with an L there. I'm sure they'll both be happening during this stream. Like those games that adjust the HUD to fit your screen, but they're never just right. Exactly, Master. Yeah, exactly. Nice where I live, a little hot for my liking. Nice. I mean, I feel you on the hotness aspect of it, because I don't like when things are too hot either. Especially not, like, I could, I guess, deal with heat as long as it's not humid. But if it's hot and humid, that's just disgusting. I hate it. Alright. So, like I said, we got Deathmark today. We're doing chapter 2. I believe it was heading into the forest. Some guy about, like, bees. Or the spirit liked bees. I don't remember exactly, but we'll see. Man, so I haven't played since May 27th. Yeah, so it's been about 3.5 weeks. Poor Deathmark just keeps getting pushed back. I was picking this guy as my partner. And let me turn the volume down just a little bit. I'll do it in my actual system. It's a little louder than I expected. Okay. You can let me know if it sounds too loud in the actual stream or not, or if it seems okay. Put this off to the side. All right. Not dry, but not humid, just hot, and at least in my town, there's not a lot of wind. If there's not a lot of wind, that can definitely hurt with the heat. I need a nice breeze if it's going to be hot. I just really don't like it when it's that hot in general. Like, I think I've said before, but my ideal temperature is like 60 to 65. I can live with 70, but 60 to 65 is pretty ideal. It's only like 60 something degrees here, which is like ideal. Like it's my ideal temperature, but it's raining and it's humid and that just makes it feel kind of gross. Some fire piano, good at least now, maybe like 1 or 2% lower, to like a smidge. All right, I'll do a smidge. All right, that was a smidge. So if it needs a little bit more of a smidge, you can let me know. All right, so I think we should be good to head to the forest, right? So how do I do that again? There we go. Okay, we're off. We're going to the forest. Creepy times. I got my tea. I got my caffeinated drink. Because I was up late last night, stupidly. Until like almost 3 a.m. Have a sip of that. So, in case people don't remember, Mashida was the ex-detective who we met in the previous chapter. And now he's kind of tagging along with us. Uh, 65 is 18 Celsius. I prefer about 10 Celsius or 50 Fahrenheit, at least for weather. That's just like a light t-shirt and some jeans. In the house, 18 is fine. Then I just wear shorts. Really? You wear shorts even just at 18 or 65? I am not a shorts person, I've got to say. I will wear jeans, even if it's 90 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not sure what that is in Celsius. But 90 is hot in Fahrenheit. I will still wear jeans. Now, if it's hot and humid, I would consider shorts. But if it's just hot, I'm sticking with it. Like, when I was in Italy last summer, it was hitting 100 degrees a lot of days. I was doing shorts for that. But, like, 80, 85, 90, I'll still do jeans. I like how they look. They're comfortable. They match with everything. It's like my ideal clothing item. Jeans and a t-shirt is like my go-to. I feel like for 50 Fahrenheit or 10 Celsius, I'd probably need a little bit more than jeans and t-shirt. Like, I would need jeans and a long sleeve t-shirt. Or I would do like a t-shirt and a sweatshirt or something. But obviously everybody has their preferences. 90 is 32, that's insane. I can't wear anything other than the shorts 20 and above. Really? So I guess 20 is probably like 70 degrees Fahrenheit or so. I mean, if you like shorts at that temperature, then that's what you should wear. I just don't wear shorts as often because I think jeans are more comfortable. I wear shorts at home. Like, I wear athletic shorts at home. But if I go out somewhere, I don't know why I keep stuttering there. If I go out somewhere, then I do jeans. I need a lore dump for my forgetful self. I don't remember a thing. Should have rewatched the first one. It has been a long 3 weeks since the last one, so that's understandable. I'm probably going to forget some names and stuff too, but Mashida, the guy who's with us right now, was the detective who we met in the previous chapter. So there was a point where we went underground into a hidden room, and he was hiding under a bed because he had been chased by the ghost that we were getting chased by, and we ended up in the same spot. So we ended up teaming up at that point. At first, we were all suspicious of him, but he ended up not being a bad guy. So is it possible that some twist happens later on and he is a bad guy? Maybe. But for the time being, actually, do I have access to, like... there was some way to, like, look at my inventory. I'll have to figure out the buttons again. Alright, so now we're in Chapter 2. There was some guy who got cursed in the woods, and we're going to the woods to figure out what happened. Uh, Mashita sits in the passenger seat and makes no attempt at conversation. The first time he was in the car, I found I was cautious of his every movement, but now I feel strangely relaxed around him. Well, he didn't end up being a bad guy, so that makes sense. I guess humans aren't actually scared of others, just the parts of other people they don't know. Very philosophical. I would say you could still be scared of the parts you do know. But the unknown is definitely scary. What are you grinning at? It's pretty creepy. Oh, sorry. Though I'll admit I don't really understand him. He's self-righteous to a fault, yet he stayed behind at the mansion for me. I haven't said a word. May as well, if it's written all over your face. He's really sharp. Well, he is a detective. People who are adept at obscuring their intentions would be good at reading other people's minds. If I could just add one thing, it's probably wise to have someone along who doesn't have the mark. You tend to lose your cool when you're being targeted, then nothing will ever get solved. So it's a good thing I picked him to bring along instead of the other guy then. I do remember the woods. We got to listen to forest noises and crickets at the end of the last... Oh yeah, and the just chatting part. I see. That makes a certain amount of sense. When I remember the final moments at H Elementary, my hands start to sweat. There's no proof that I'll be able to remain calm during the next crisis. I'm definitely grateful for your help, but if we encounter a spirit again, we'll need someone to overcome that crisis. So that's his reason for coming along. Give me one sec here. I'm just gonna change... Change this. Okay, cool. Sniffing every nook and cranny to uncover that which is hidden. That's our one skill. Funny. Yeah, I mean, you're a detective, dude. I get it. Mashita's dry laugh fills the car. We arrive at the forest by H Castle. I stop the car near where Sho says he saw the man, and we enter the forest. All the guideposts on the path are faded, their paint peeling off. It looks hardly traversed, just as Sho and Mashita said. We walk a while until we come to a large arch marking the start of a hiking trail. It's rusted over, and with the peeling paint, it doesn't seem to have been touched up. The letters have faded and are mostly ineligible. Carefully reading it, it says, "Welcome to the lush and romantic." M-U-R are both highlighted. What are the odds that D-E-R is going to be highlighted after? Huh? Murder? What else could M-U-R be leading to? Welcome to the lush and romantic Wood Timberland. Wow, D-E-R. Murder. I'm sure Mashita heard me, but I guess they're completely ignoring me. More overgrown than I thought. There's a lot of ground we have to cover. Let's get a move on. We pass under the arch and enter the forest. Alright, so now... Alright, we're in control again. Welcome to the lush and romantic Wood Timberland. A wooden trash container. Okay, let's touch it. Feel around inside. Nothing. Okay. So then we also have a bench over here. Wooden table and benches. Peek underneath the table and find something stuck there. Okay. A worn out talisman. Okay. I think the talisman gave me like extra health or something. Oh, the soul power. That's what it's called. Yeah. For when I have to answer those questions. So it looks like we've examined everything in this area already. Right, we searched that. Okay, yeah, we're good. So let's just move forward then. We continue down the path a short while before we come across something unexpected. It's a grave marker. It was probably put there to honor those who commit suicide here. Might not be a bad idea to say a quick prayer for those who ended their suffering that way. Something is written in magic marker on the grave. Say the opposite of the truth, you'll be followed. Is it saying I'll be followed if I say the opposite of the truth, or if I don't say the opposite of the truth? Soul power, health, half a dozen of one, 6 of another. Magic marker, like marker that's magic, or a brand magic marker? I'm assuming the brand magic marker. Do they have magic marker in Canada? I wonder if that's like it was localized by maybe a US company, and magic marker might only be like a US thing. Huh, okay, this certainly feels like a place that's famous for suicides. It does have that vibe. Just off to the side, I notice a faint trail. Discovered the entrance to the Beast Trail. We'll need to look down there, too. I don't really want to. Didn't even let me finish examining the area I was in. The moonlight doesn't reach the Beast Trail that branches off the hiking trail, so we're in gloom. The trees are thick on both sides. We'd get lost if I didn't have a flashlight. Just then, there are footsteps close by from the bushes. Mashita stops me with his arm. Someone's here. Nani? I hear footsteps again. They seem to be getting closer. Then... Oh, we have a voiced area. Okay. A man appears from the bushes. He looks horribly exhausted. Odds this guy is here to commit suicide because that's what the forest is known for? Don't startle me like that. You shouldn't stand around in the dark. What are you doing? The man falls silent. I think he realized he already knows the answer. Mashita did say this place is a famous spot for suicide. Okay, I am on a roll today with these predictions, huh? I've seen it in Staples and stuff. I'm pretty sure I know of it for sure. Okay, cool. If a man emerges looking like that from the bushes, he's surely up to no good. Yeah. And in this case, I think it's no good for himself. Can't do it anymore? Wreck myself to the bone. And you just bring another man home. How dare you? So his wife cheated on him. He holds his head in his hands. He suddenly starts kicking a tree and yelling. Oh boy, he's angry. Is he gonna attack me? I didn't do anything. He's not cheating with me. A rapid stream of swear words flow out of his mouth. He seems to be the type that goes crazy when he's upset. Oh, okay. How much nerve do you have to do that? Oh, he's mad. Stop him. Death invites death. Alright, so if he dies, I think we're going to have to save him with how we answer these questions. If he dies, is it going to make that ghost like more likely to attack me or something? I wonder if this will be important. Like, maybe we get an item if we save him. I hear that voice again. Stop him? Does that mean I should dissuade him? If you've got something to say, just spit it out, you bastard. I don't have something to say. Chill, dude. Live or die. We're already at a live or die choice. Wow. What is this, like 20 minutes in? I like listening. It would be bad if he went berserk here. I'll just have to hear him out. But it seems the man misinterprets my silence, huh? Oh, okay, he doesn't look crazy anymore, so that was right, I guess? Do you feel the same way? Of course you do. You're here in the forest, after all. Okay, nice. Pick the right answer. What did she think I was doing? Worked myself sick, but stuck with it anyway, and for whose sake? I even bought her a purse on our anniversary last year. Then she goes and sees another man. The man curses the darkness. He's completely lost it. I should probably avoid any tactless interjections or flattery. Okay. Don't interrupt him. Don't compliment him. Have to play it very, very carefully. Was it me? What do you think? Clear this up for me. Did I do something wrong? So I have to give a non-answer? No, don't worry about it. Someone's here. Okay, not no. Don't worry about it. It's the flattery. Interjection, flattery, other option. So pick the other option. The man's gaze darts around nervously. Then he mutters quietly. Could it be that creepy guy? Oh, who's the creepy guy? The ghost? He checks around on full alert. Satisfied no one's there, he resumes speaking. Alright, so I was right about the interjection and flattery thing. I'm sure she'd just laugh if she heard I was dead, hanging off her asshole lover. But when I think about it, you know, it's strange. Why do I have to make her happy when it causes me such pain? True, you should live for yourself, not somebody else. It's ridiculous. I'm done with it. No way am I gonna die for an idiot like that, okay? That's right, I'm sure I can still... The man looks down at his feet, then glances up at me. We could still start over fresh, right? Sure, if you work hard, it's impossible. I'm gonna go with it's impossible. Because that sounds like a terrible answer, but I'm thinking at the very beginning when we came in, there was that voice that said that you should lie or else the ghost would come, right? So the truth is that we can still start over. You can pretty much always start over. But if we have to lie, the last answer was the only right one. The other two are telling the truth, and it could also be considered the flattery part, right? So like you're saying something that he wants to hear. I could be overthinking it. I'm trying to like remember all of these pieces that it's throwing at me. But I don't know. We'll see. That's good advice. People in his mind usually just want you to listen, not tell them what to do or give empty platitudes. Exactly, Master, yeah. I think listening is very, very key in situations like that. Him and the girl, I mean, he shouldn't take her back. Why would he? She cheated, right? I don't think that he means... Or I wasn't taking it as him starting over with the girl. I was taking it as like him starting over his life. Like break up with her, get so that she and the stress she's causing is out of his life. Leave the job that's causing him stress. But yes, definitely shouldn't take her back if she cheated. I've lived this long, it's too late for me. Well, no, that sounds like you're gonna do it then. I don't want you to do it. I'll die sometime soon, even if it's not tonight. I'll endure it until then. Okay, so he's not gonna do it. I don't know what you've been through, but you should rethink it. Honestly, though, you look like you'll be fine. His expression changes as if he's remembered something. I saw a strange man while I was wandering around out here. His body was covered with black splotches. You think he's sick? He kept staring at me. It was creepy. That's gotta be the ghost. I'm pretty sure they said something about splotches. If you're heading back, be careful. A man covered in splotches. Mary brought up some rumors about a man like that. Oh, I forgot to mention. The name's Masao Kimura. Well, it's highlighted, so it's probably important. If we ever meet again... The man scratches his head and smiles a bit. Let me buy you a drink or something. Well, see you. Alright. We don't talk long with Masao Kimura before he leaves. New info was added to the spirit file, man at the brink of suicide. I need to figure out how to check that stuff again. Typical failure in society fits right in this forest. Come on, Mashida. Don't be a dick. Hooray, he's safe, but that's not a great mindset to have. Survive till death. Yeah, definitely not a good mindset, but unfortunately, I think that's, yeah, definitely not uncommon now. The Beast Trail continues onward. Let's return to our investigation. Alright, dog barking in the woods. Trying to scare me or some shit. So it doesn't look like there's anything to investigate here. So let's just move forward. Cut through brush, went down the trail. Wait, this is where I just came from. Oh, record. So this must be... Wait, no, that's save. Bag? So this is where I have my tools, spirit file, characters. Memo's a list of everything that has been said, I think. Oh no, memory's the file. Okay. Alright, so is there a way to see like the whole map? I always forget that some places have wild animals that are usually pets. I don't have many wild dogs or cats in my area unless somebody's pet gets out. Yeah, it's the same around me, Master. Very minimal in terms of wild dogs. Like, wild dogs, it's not a thing around me. Different countries, like, I think that's really common in some, like, Asian countries, that there are wild dogs and wild cats. But I feel like in North America, or at the very least in the United States and probably Canada. I don't know about Mexico as much, but I feel like it's not common. I'm trying to like reorganize where I have my keyboard situated. It feels like it's in a weird spot. Alright, so I want to go back. Okay, so now we're continuing on the same path that we were on before. I just want to finish this path and then go back to the main area. So we have a hut. There was a flash inside the hut. I go to open the door and my hand gets coated with a sticky liquid. That doesn't sound good. Smells sweet. Is this honey? Oh, the bee guy. Odds are... no, I meant to say, what are the odds that if there's honey, the ghost was here and he killed somebody inside the hut? Let's imagine. Why would there be honey on a doorknob? I have to imagine it's because of the ghost. Honey works too. Yeah. Honey is so sticky, because I always mix honey in my tea, and I get annoyed because every once in a while there's like a little drop that will maybe get on the bottle and I don't notice it. So then there's that little bit of stickiness that I end up touching. I'm like, damn it, like now I have to go rinse my hand off because I don't want to touch my like phone or my keyboard or anything with freaking sticky fingers. Mystified, I step inside the cottage. Okay, there's not a dead person inside. A shadow falls over Mashida's face. Oh, he doesn't like this. It's the same for me. Something has felt off ever since we came inside. Why do I feel so strange? I immediately realize why. It's too clean. For a seemingly abandoned hut, that's true. It does seem pretty clean. It's the worst when a customer breaks a jar of honey or jam. Cleaning that up is a pain. Oh my god, yeah, I can imagine. It would just be so sticky all over the floor of the, like, shelves or whatnot. Wiping that up, that would be such a hassle. Alright. Yeah, it's unnatural. It's like someone's been cleaning it. It doesn't look abandoned at all. It could be that someone's living here, but I don't bother voicing that thought. Someone might be stopping by here. If we're gonna investigate, we better hurry. You're right. Alright, let's do some investigating. I immediately start shining my flashlight on places of interest. What do you think is in this bag? Ah, maybe there is a person in there inside the bag, and they're gonna jump scare me. It's pretty big. That certainly is concerning. Let's take a look. Alright, here we go. Mashita carefully opens the bag. This gives me Doki Doki Literature Club, if you've ever played that. I slowly open the door and step inside. Or I slowly open the door. I forget the exact line. Something, I slowly open the door as part of it. Mashita carefully opens the bag. But it immediately loses its balance and topples to the floor. I half expected that to happen. Okay, there's definitely a dead person inside. Yep. What rolls out of the floor is a corpse. A woman. Lots of holes in her body. Okay, what's up with that? Her body is drilled through with countless holes. A sharp cylindrical tool must have gouged them. Even odder, her whole body appears to be covered in liquid. Probably honey. A thick, sweet scent fills the air strong enough to make you want to cough. Is this honey? Oh my god, I'm a genius, dude. What a fascinating corpse. Get out of here, Mashita, you creep. This is intriguing. For some reason, Mashita appears to be extremely interested. I don't want to hear it. We need to get out of here as soon as possible. Let's hurry and search the rest of the cottage. I agree. Let's put the corpse back. It's best not to disturb the scene. So just shut it back up in the bag? Yep, preserving the crime scene is critical. It's all about unpleasant topics with this guy, but he's exactly right. Let's hurry and get this over with. Once again, the game decides to have some type of weirdly, like, ecchi type scene involving a found body. What is that, like the third, maybe fourth time that's happened so far, and it's only chapter 2? If I wanted a place to stay that I would be sure no one else would use, I would make sure the outside looked abandoned, since I would be using the inside in the event they went, it would be clean. That's a good point, yeah. I mean, if it looks abandoned, people are less likely to go there. Even actually near where I live, like there's this building that, as long as I can remember, it just looks super abandoned and like overgrown on the outside. And every time I go by it, I'm like, huh, I wonder what's in there. I wonder what that building used to be. But I'm not a risk taker or a thrill seeker like that, so I would never go look. I just need to like Google at some point, like what was that building? But yeah, making it look abandoned on the outside is a good way to like deter people from coming. This game must absolutely resonate with a very specific audience. Make the game you want to see. Yeah, a very, very specific audience. Sweating profusely, we managed to get the job done. We still need to search the rest of the cottage. New info added, corpse in the cottage. All right. So let's look around. There's a book. An old notebook. The cover says Honeybee Family Notes. Honeybees are our friends. Make them amiable with medicine from the sprayer. If they get mad, pay attention to the direction the hive is facing. Awakened honeybees leave the hive in the direction of the sun. Looks like some useful information. I think you should. Actually, if you take it, are they going to know that I was here? Should I not take it? Like, will it write itself in my notebook and then I don't actually need it? I'm just going to take it. Honeybee Family Notes. So that was 2, so this is probably going to be 1. Yeah. Make hive, new body, smear honey all over. Okay. So that must be what happened to the body that we just found. Make the hive the new body. Smear honey all over. So the ghost must have killed that girl or found them dead or whatever. And they're trying to turn her body into a new beehive or something. Ferment honey, get stinky liquid drawn by smell. Honeybee enters the hive. Looks like some useful information. Yeah, let's take it. I wonder if any of that is true. For the notes that are in here, I would imagine to an extent. Flip the switch at the base of the light bulb, but it doesn't turn on. Maybe it's broken. All right. Let's check these bottles. Bottles of drugs are all in a line. Shake each one and luckily find one that still has some left inside. Night Night. What is Night Night? I remove the lid and look inside, but all I find is dust. All right, nothing there. I peek through a crack to see if anything is inside, but it seems to be empty. A metal toolbox. Locked, no way to open it. Are we sure about that? Can we smack it? I take out the bat. What? Hit it. Can be used with the sprayer. Oh, am I going to have to spray this thing on the ghost? So I need to find a sprayer? Well, if I can't use the bat, I don't think I can open the box. Thin layer of dust built up on the outside. No one has touched it for a long time. Seems like I've gotten everything in here. Yeah, for the bees or whatever. I'm imagining it probably is true, Master. But I guess we'll find out if that information like betrays me later on. That would be mighty unfortunate. All right, hydration break. Hello, T. Okay. So this is the end of the path, so I guess we've done everything that we can do here. I got turned around. Okay, so now we're back where we were earlier. So we went to the left, so I think now we're going to have to go up. All right, so let's head up. What was that? As we continue through the dense forest, a pained cry suddenly echoes among the trees. Don't ever do that again. Oh, hello. Arm that was on the tree. There's a pattern on the tree trunk. Look on the tree and find a talisman on the opposite side of the tree from the pattern. Okay, that's good. According to Google, a warmer bee is a more active bee, so they like to be in the sunlight. That makes sense. Already yawning? You'll need more than whatever you're drinking. Need a Red Bull. Man, I think the only time that I ever drink Red Bull is if I'm having like a, what is that drink called? I think it's the one that has Jaeger in it. Jaeger bomb? Is that Red Bull and Jaeger? I think I'll have those. And I want to say that's like the only time that I have Red Bull. I don't know. Alright, so we've already checked everything here, so I guess we just have to move up. Just another trail? Not sure, not much of a bar drinker. I know the basics, liquor and soda. You can never go wrong with just a liquor and soda. So this is just completely empty. Move forward again. Branching path. Another grave marker. A grave marker placed to honor suicide victims. I reach the grave marker, and nothing is unusual about it. Off to the side, I notice a thin trail. Okay, another side path. Found the beast trail. Another one, huh? Let's check this one out too. I follow Mashida into the bushes. Oh my god! Fucking... Mashida spots something and stumbles, falling backward into me. At the same time, every single hair on my body stands on end. Hello. I quickly look down and find something is clinging onto my ankles, its expression anguished. It seems eager to speak to me, but its voice is incredibly hard to decipher. Add. This place is pitch black. Again, can't see anything. What's it saying? Wait, that grave marker said to say the opposite of the truth. But what's the opposite of the truth? Does that mean I'm supposed to lie? Alright, so we're gonna have to say the opposite of whatever we think it's saying. Hey, wait. Are you... lifeless? Am I dead? I am not dead. So, yes, I am. It looks sad and lonely. Right, only the dead are here. Okay, that was right. So we do need to say the wrong answers. I hear another voice at my feet. Am... Star dead. Am I dead? Is that what it's asking? So I have to say no. I don't believe it. I don't understand. Am I... Tell me? Am I dead? Okay, yeah, it's asking if I'm dead. No, you're not. Silly goose. You are super duper alive. Trust me. No way, I still have to suffer. It looks sad and lonely. I hear yet another voice at my feet. Someone please listen. I'm not sure what this is. Something to... Oh, I want to live. I want to live, I want to live. Okay. I'm alive. Yeah, you sure are. You're not a ghost. That's right, I'm alive, I'm alive. The voice sounds like it passes through me and is then sucked into the ground. Safe? The next thing I know, the shadow clutching at my ankles is gone. Alright. Nice. Is it over? I think it is, Mashida. Some would say with a mark you're considered dead. Like you have the mark, dude, you're dead. English Samantha. Yeah, that's true. I mean, the mark means you're gonna die. Unless you fight your fate. Like we're trying to do. I just got distracted checking the weather. So I'm thinking ahead for dinner because I kind of want to order pizza for dinner. But it's gross weather and I always feel bad ordering delivery and having them have to deliver in bad weather. So I'm like, is it going to be nicer later on? I don't know. I think so. I thought I'd gotten used to that, but I hate it every time it happens. Maybe I need English lessons. I thought the ghost was asking you if you were dead, not himself. I think the first question was asking if I was dead. First was asking if I was dead. Second was asking if it was dead. And then the third, again, was asking... No, first was, are you dead? As in you being me. So first is like, am I Leo Lovelace dead? Then it said, am I dead like the ghost? Is the ghost dead? And the third question was, am I alive? Is the ghost alive? I think those were the three. So it did ask both of them, Master, yeah. Not something you need to get used to. Mashita turns his back to me and wipes his face with a handkerchief. I guess he was sweating really hard. If you love pain, then it's no longer painful. Well, I don't know about that. There's no way I could do that. You're surviving all this okay. You are fine the way that you are right now. Let's go. Right. Alright, so there's only one thing ahead of me, so let's just clear that, and then we'll go down the path. Wow, what a conveniently placed box. Only the box here. This wooden box probably used to contain a beehive. I open the box and find a metal tool inside. A crowbar. Okay, that'll definitely be useful. And that's it. So I guess we can go back. I guess, can I use the crowbar to open that locked box from earlier? Probably. I'm going to assume I can. So let's go back to that box and open it. And off to the right here. Straight ahead. Alright. Let's see. Crowbar. Tool. Crowbar. Take out the crowbar and shove it under the lid of the toolbox. I put pressure using it as a lever. The toolbox pops open. Nice. We got a sprayer. Now I can use a variety of drugs. Manipulators will themselves be manipulated. I mean, you get what you give, right? That makes sense. The sudden voice makes me jump, but I shake it off and turn towards him. It's a tool that sprays chemicals and pesticides. You put the container of drugs in here and then do this. I quickly demonstrate how it works. Mashita scratches his face, his brow furrowed. You're well informed. I'll leave that to you then. Leo the lock-picking legend? Yeah. Yeah, the crowbar, the best way to pick a lock. When I want to spray a drug, I'll have to choose which drug to use. But is this thing really that hard to figure out? I've never seen it before either, but I still knew how to use it right away. Must be something to do with my past life that I forgot about. So I think now we're clear in here, so we can leave again. So let's leave. And then we can go down that other side path that opened up. I step into the empty clearing. The air is filled with the buzzing of bees. Uh-oh. Hope that doesn't mean that Mr. Ghost is over here. There appears to be a giant beehive. Oh yeah, up in the corner. I probably wouldn't be wise to keep going without doing something about them first. I take out the sprayer and hold it in one hand. I should be able to use this to spray drugs. Right. And I have that night-night thing. Giant beehive. Thankfully, they're out of reach. I have no idea how far the sprayer can reach, but the hive's not too high up. I should be able to. Okay. So let's use the sprayer. And the only one I have is night-night. The bee's movements get slower. Eventually, the hive falls completely silent. So that was my only bottle. I've silenced every hive in this area. Now we can pass through. Oh. So is this going to be a thing? Like, you have to get rid of all the beehives before you can confront the ghost? They're just bugs after all. Insecticide takes care of them easily. I'll leave the rest up to you. So nothing else to examine. We can just move forward. Oh man, three-way branching path up ahead. Hey, did you hear that? I did. Sounds familiar? Sounded like my stomach growling. Turning around, I wonder if it's... Oh. The rabbit. I think the rabbit appeared in the school in the hallway. It, like, led us towards something. The rabbit stares at us completely still. Okay. It's almost like it's waiting for us to follow. Hey, wait. Next thing I know, I'm rushing after it. Don't run off on your own, Lovelace. Too late. The rabbit was at H Elementary. It showed up and guided us when we were in trouble. Right. That's not a normal rabbit. Definitely acting with intent. At last, the rabbit guides me to one of those, like, torii gate. Oh, yeah. An old Shinto torii gate. What are these? Are those, like, beehives? Bunch of human-looking statues on the side? That's kind of creepy. I hate bee bros just as much as spiders, which is a lot. I ran into a huge-ass one as a kid while playing sports with my dad and got stung a whole bunch. Luckily I wasn't allergic, but I'm scared now. That's a good example of something happening to you as a kid that just sticks with you as an adult. I got stung in my pinky toe, or like my small toe, little toe, whatever you call it, by some type of wasp or bee or hornet or whatever when I was a kid as well. I wouldn't say I'm like super scared of them. I don't hate them as much as spiders and cockroaches and stuff, but I do get a little antsy if they're flying close to my head. My traumatic childhood incident was I was out for a walk, and I don't know, the weather must not have been great. I don't remember it exactly, what caused it to happen, but all of a sudden there was a huge, like, German Shepherd running at me, and I'm like 4 years old and small, and it ends up barreling into me and knocking me over, and then just keeps running. And then I think I was told later on that the weather wasn't great, like maybe there was a boom of thunder and that spooked the dog, so it started running, but it just like smashed into me and kept running. And then for a long time I was scared of big dogs. Like, even as a teenager and a young adult, like, being around big dogs makes me antsy. Even now, like, I'm 26, I can be around big dogs, like, because now we have our own dog, but it's small. So being around dogs more often has gotten me more used to dogs. But if I'm around a big dog and they start barking or getting, like, jumpy, then I start, like, internally freaking out a little bit. Like, I just get antsy and, like, jumpy. Like, I don't want to be near it anymore as soon as it starts getting loud or jumpy. With small dogs, if they get loud, I just think it's annoying. And if they get jumpy, it doesn't bother me at all because they're small. Like, they jump and it doesn't even go up to my waist, right? But if you're a big dog and you jump and your head is like at my shoulders or my head, I'm like, oh no. Please do not do that. So like, I've definitely gotten better over the years. Like, as a kid, or like when I was like 13, let's say, I would feel like uncomfortable even getting near a bigger, like even like a golden retriever. Like, I'd feel uncomfortable getting near it to pet it. Now I have no problem approaching a golden retriever or other bigger dogs like a German Shepherd or whatever and letting them smell me or me going to pet them. It's as soon as they get barky or jumpy, then I get antsy again. Dog stuff is super scary, not for me, but I know how it can be. Some dogs are pretty crazy. Right. For me, it's the really loud and really jumpy ones. Alright, there's a shrine here. The rabbit looks back at me. Then soundlessly it turns away from the gate and hops into a bush nearby. Dumbass, what were you thinking? Wandering off will get you killed. Why are you so interested in that thing? Something's bothering me about it. I lost sight of it here, though. Just then, from out of the darkness, a huge swarm of bees descends on us. Oh boy. That's nice art. That would be scary, a swarm of bees this big. I'm petrified around bees. This chapter of this game must be tough for you then. Especially this art that just popped up of the swarm of bees. Like, either look up and freak out or start running and don't stop. I know you're not supposed to run, but it's hard to fight your body. Right. They do say with bees, like, the one thing you definitely shouldn't do is, like, make a lot of movement and run away. The best thing to do is to stand there and just kind of let it realize, like, you're not a threat and you're also not a flower or something that it needs to pollinate. But it's definitely hard to fight that instinct. Like I said, I still get antsy if they get near my face. So I get where you're coming from. All right. Watch it. There are bees everywhere. We need to retreat. Mashita pulls my arm and we stumble back to the earlier crossroad. Will it tell me where that crossroad was? So there was the corpse. So it was the old guy, the corpse. Got the sprayer. The shrine. Oh, so those things are hives, and that's why. So we're going to need the sprayer more to spray those things so that we can actually go through the gate. I don't know what direction to go. I guess let's just try right. The buzzing of bees fills the area. Looks like there's another giant beehive here. Yep, and it's closer. Probably wouldn't be wise to keep going without doing something about them first. I take out the sprayer and hold it in one hand. I should be able to use it to spray drugs. I don't think I have any. I don't. Okay, so we're just going to have to leave. So I can't go to the right. Oh, I'm all turned around. So I just can't. I was looking forward. I went to the right. So I'd be facing this direction. Then I turn around and I'd be facing back. So left is the direction that I came from. If I take a left, that's going back where I came from. So I need to go right, and that would be like I'm going straight. And that's where the Torii gate is. Okay. I have to get rid of those bugs. Can you do something with the sprayer? Not right now. There's a hive above the gate, too. There's no way I can spray up there. Feels like the shrine is someplace important. It does. True enough, but that time the rabbit brought me here, it didn't try to go inside the gate, so maybe there's no reason to force our way inside. And the swarm descends on us again. Leave the gate as if being driven away. Okay, so now... I should go to the right again, and that would be like if I was going to the left before. Another hut. And some statue. A leaning Jinzo statue. I pat around the statue to search it, and there's a strange texture on the moss-covered back. When I brush away the moss, I find a yellowed paper stuck to the statue. A talisman. Okay. Cool. Anything else? Alright, let's go to the hut. And it's locked. I guess I can use my crowbar. This is an emergency. I'll overlook at this. Oh, yeah, because I'm breaking into the room and he's a detective. I can't break the lock. I throw my body weight behind the crowbar 2 or 3 times, and then there's a sound of metal breaking. The crowbar snaps completely into 2 pieces. Lost the crowbar and got the broken crowbar. Okay. We broke the lock, though, so we can still get in. Why can't I click on it to go in? Oh, I have to walk in. I think as long as you're calm, the bees shouldn't bother you. Guess bees are like dogs and cats. They can see ghosts. That would be scary. Every time a bee is swarming at you, it's because it can sense there's a ghost around you or something. No thanks. Oh no, Crowbar-kun is broken. What's that quote? There's like a meme, like, oh no! Something. It's broken. What the hell is that meme? Why can't I think of it? Is it, oh no, the table, it's broken? Oh no, what? I don't know. It's not that important. It's just, oh, our table, yeah. Oh no, our table. It's broken. Yeah, that's a good meme. Or a good quote. Alright, I'm going to do another sip of my tea and then I'll head into this creepy cabin. Alright. Are we ready to enter the cabin? Hey, you overdid it. Hold on, I'm having a future Leo premonition. That's the next meme to appear in a short. Maybe. I just need to figure out the best way to use it. Door's stuck and hard to open. I push the door open and step inside. Only to run into something. Another dead person. Oh. Yeah, yamete. Yamete. Yamete kusai. Lady, okay. If you come any closer, I'll sue. A woman has backed up in a defensive stance. I'm a black belt in Taekwondo. Oh yeah? Well, I'm a yellow belt in karate, lady. You think you can take... Actually, I'm not a yellow belt. I'm a white belt with 2 yellow stripes. That's how much I did karate as a kid. If you try anything, I'll... Shut it! You wanna die? Alright, Mashita. I'm sure you've slammed a table quite hard during a rhythm stream. Rightfully so, I must say. I've definitely given Table-kun a couple smacks across the streams over these 4 months. I would imagine mostly in rhythm games. I think there was one or two mild ones in the Q remastered one. At Mashida's roar, the woman shrieks and falls silent, eyes wide. It's incredibly rude, but honestly I'm grateful. We wait for the woman to calm down before asking what she's doing here. Forgive me, it was all a misunderstanding on my part. I'm Christy Arimura, freelance news anchor. Though I haven't done much recently. Arimura, right, now that you mention it I do remember you. You were fired over that scandal. What scandal? Should I be disgusted or amazed at his rudeness? Yeah. Read the room, Mashida, damn. Anyway, what are you doing out here? Her expression clouds over. Well, Mashida huffs at me. You're gonna make her say it? I really don't think you have to ask. Another suicide one. Masao Kimura's face comes to mind. That's right, this place is... I was gonna die. I know full well just how stupid that is, but sometimes that's the only choice you have left. I should have known better. Such a thoughtless question passed my lips. I wish I could blame the mark for this. That tragic act of yours damn near got us killed. If you want to die, do it by yourself. Damn, Mashida. That's why I came out here, so I wouldn't cause trouble. At the very least, I thought about calling someone, but I couldn't, so I made up my mind. But then in the forest... I had a bad feeling about this. Oh no. What happened in the forest? Did you run into the ghost as well? What was in the forest? A huge man. An extremely huge man. Actually, I'm not sure if he was really human or not, but I saw a figure like that. Then I suddenly got scared, so I ran into this cottage. I'm here to kill myself and I just run from danger. I'm a riot. What's wrong? You two aren't saying anything. That's exactly what Mary was talking about. Christy must have seen Shimi-O, which means she must also... Have you gotten a weird scar recently? One that stings every now and then? I know the answer just from her reaction. How'd you know? Yeah, because I have one. A mark on her palm. This is crazy. Someone receives the mark when they're already planning suicide, the height of irony. We've heard her out. What now? She planned on dying. Do we need to help her? Come on, Mashida. I'm not going to kill myself anymore, I swear, so please, I'm terrified of him. Okay. Her eyes are serious. She must mean what she says. Might only be a temporary change of heart, but... Alright, we'll help you. Our home base is Kujo Mansion. We need to go. Uh-oh. The lights went out. It's happening. The light won't turn on. This has happened before, but back then, I got it to go back on right away. But this time, it's not working. Makes sense that she would be feeling safe in a building, then wandering her way to find a way out. That's why we built it. Right. Buildings are meant to protect. Did something just bang on the door? That's what it was? Behind the cottage? It must be him. Shit, it's no use. I give up on the flashlight and stuff it in my bag. But what's the plan now? Do we bunker down in this cottage we can't even lock up? Or we gotta run? We have to run out of the forest, yep. Staying in the cottage would be suicide. This place is strangely clean. That means someone is coming here. Odds are high that he's coming here. Let's go. We walked all the way here. We should know how to get back. Sorry, but we're out of time. Stay here if you want. I won't stop you. She's gonna come with. We step out into the pitch blackness. It's as dark as you'd expect it to be. Anyway, we need to go straight back to the entrance with no detours. We've got no idea where he could be waiting for us. The words leave me in a rush. If I hadn't spit them out, I'd never finish. My voice is starting to shake too much. Mark bear in a cottage. Alright. So, let's go back. We're at a fork already. Which way? Where do we go? I think east. We came from the east. Yes, we did. Something's coming closer. We need to get out of here fast. All right. East. Right. Then we went straight. Another fork. We go east again. Yep. Quiet. Something's passing through the bushes right by us. Moving parallel to us. Even if he is, we have to keep going. Alright, so we gotta go back. Keep going this way. Keep going. We're at the grave thing again, so we keep going straight again here. Christy suddenly stops. Someone's coming? I'm telling you that someone is coming. Out from the darkness jumps. Show? What is he doing here? Old man, oh thank God, I thought you'd been in further. Why are you here? Psyched myself up and biked over here. You can say that again. Anyway, we're on our way back. Sounds like a good idea. Fill you in later. First, we need to get out of here. Yes. Yes, we do. Alright, we're back at the entrance. We reached the entrance safe and sound. The creepy murder on the arch is such a familiar sight now. We've only seen it once. Alright, if we made it this far, then we must be. Time to get back to the car. Christy doesn't move. She looks worried, staring off at the forest's entrance. Oh my God, is the freaking ghost guy right there at the entrance? He looks very angry at first. That's quite the face. Yeah, the facial expressions in this are something else. Some of them have really creeped me out. Mashida's especially, and the little boy from the first chapter. Both of them, the first time they had their like angry or scared expression, it really freaked me out. Just taking another quick sip of my drink here. All right, what's at the entrance? Doesn't it look like someone's there? She's looking at a picnic table hiding in the gloom next to the gate. My gaze is drawn over as if by magnets. It's gonna like make a bang sound when it reveals what it is. I know it. I know it's gonna do it, and it's gonna startle me because sudden loud noises always startle me. What is that? Another dead body? What am I even looking at? Dead guy. What is this gigantic thing? It looks like it has bees for a head. There's a mouth. What? Why does it have gigantic nipples? It's like leaking honey from its chest. They're both having a drink. There's shoes there. There's a huge misshapen man with bees crawling all over his face. My eyes fixate on his mouth. He looks like he's laughing. My heart thunders painfully when I catch a glimpse of the limp figure sitting next to him. It's him, that man. Oh, is this the guy that we talked to earlier? He was gonna commit suicide. Masao Kimura, it's definitely him. Control those that are different and exercise. The strange voice echoes in my head again. My vision warps. He's dead? Kimura's dead? When? Why is he on that bench? My legs give out when I can finally focus enough. I find myself kneeling on the ground. Have to escape while we can. Christy's completely out of it. She won't move an inch unless somebody drags her. Let's go. We're going to the parking lot quietly. Show you bring her. Come on, Mashida, let's go. Mashida? He's gone. I took my eyes off him for 2 seconds and he's not at the bench anymore. Is he right on us? A machine growls and the undergrowth near us rustles. He's right there. Mashida yells, scrambling away. A hollow bang rings out from behind me. A gunshot? Must be Mashida. I had no idea he had a gun. I dive headfirst into the car, slamming my head accidentally into the steering wheel. Mashida tumbles into the passenger seat last. You didn't tell me you had a gun. Why would I tell you? No time to talk now. Just hit the gas. I'm trying. The engine won't start. Shit. Old man, what are you doing? Mashida looks through the front windshield as the figure approaches. Hurry up, he's coming. Where's the girl? Is she in the car with us? Christy cowers in the back seat, her head in her hands. That answers my question. Something bumps the hood of the car. The whole vehicle rocks violently. But then, it turned on. Let's get the hell out of here. All right. So we made it out. Tires squealing, we race out of the parking lot. That's a beehive guy. That's some body horror stuff for real, worse than the Vine woman from the last chapter. Yeah, this beehive guy definitely more body horror. Run him over. Vroom vroom, motherfucker. It's a good idea. Good idea, master. As long as you can physically touch him and you don't just drive through him because it's a ghost. Or a spirit. An unspeakable sense of relief fills the car. If feeling truly alive is a real sensation, then it most definitely feels like this. The greatest irony is that the only time you can feel truly alive is when you have a brush with death. No one speaks for a while. We're all soaking in that feeling. The only noise is that of the bicycle creaking uneasily every time I hit the gas pedal. Still, I glance to the rearview mirror and then at the passenger seat. Both Mashida and Sho are looking out their windows. Was it really okay for you to come here? If Mary finds out... We talked it out before I came. Sho immediately snaps back. She said it was fine. I get it. Mary must have also guessed that we were in danger. So, you gonna explain? Who's this old lady? Oh, right. I tell him everything I know so far about Christy Arimura. She offers up some details as well. The moment I mention she's a news anchor, Sho predictably gets excited. You're that woman that was in the news. Wow, it's really true. Celebrities are more beautiful in person. Called her an old lady earlier. She seems to love being complimented. But all these scars you have, what were they called? Marks. What happens when you have one? Well, Mashida butts in from the passenger seat. You die within a few days' time. Suffering from something like amnesia. You zone out and your brain takes a vacation. It all happened to me. Sho scoffs. You talk like it's someone else's problem. Sho. Mashida didn't mean it like that. You can only be blunt when discussing this. Doesn't look like Sho will buy that excuse, though. After all, you don't have a mark anymore. Oh, well, you see. Mashida has already lost Hanahiko's mark. He's free now, so there's no good reason for him to be here with us. But... you're like a saint. Christy's exaggerated compliment is drowned out by Mashida's sardonic laugh. And what is it that you've learned? When and how people get the mark? The first time I was oblivious, but this time I was aware of it. Mashida, you don't mean, did he get a mark again? gives me his usual crooked grin and shows me his wrist. Sure enough, his skin is blemished by a scar that looks like a spirit's bite mark. Sho cries out, a look of horror on his face. Jeez. Wow, so I wonder if he intentionally put himself in that situation to see how to get the mark then. It's like seeing the ghost seeing you or you seeing the ghost itself, maybe like a mutual. Like you see each other and that's how you get the mark? Mashida, could I say something? Nothing's wrong. You never told me you had a gun. He laughs scornfully and shoves a paper bag into my hands. I open the bag and find a revolver-style handgun at the bottom. If you want it, take it. It's not why Mashida keeps on talking without stopping to hear what I have to say. Loaded with 5 bullets, you can hang on to it. But promise me, don't use it on anything other than a spirit. To be fair, I don't really know. But at the very least, I'm not getting the feeling that I can handle a gun. Leave the shooting to me if I'm there. Wow. So you're telling me not to use it? Got a handgun. All right. The mark's color grows more vivid. Uh-oh. A few hours left until dawn closes in. Or until death closes in. Welcome back, Lord Lovelace and Lord Mashida. And you as well, Lord Sho. It appears that the woman with you is also a mark bearer. We introduce Christy, and then Mary proceeds to fill her in on everything. Ghosts shouldn't be able to choose when they are and aren't corporal. That's too OP, and either you can or can't. Right. You'd have to imagine. It should be one or the other. Sardonic, grimly mocking, or cynical. I love words. It's nice seeing a word like that just pop up because you so rarely use it. I mean, rarely see it used. It's one of those words that, like, excuse me, if you see it in a, or if I see it in a sentence, like, I understand it, I know what it means. But if you were to then turn around and ask me, like, what's the definition of sardonic, I don't think I could have told you. It's kind of weird how you can, like, get the meaning of a word just from reading a sentence, even if you don't actually know. A spirit gun that's dangerous to people, but people guns aren't dangerous to spirits. Seems like we got ripped off. Seems like just a normal gun, yeah. The mark after your life, memory loss, the spirits who curse them. Christy accepts your new reality surprisingly quickly. I update Mary on what we found. Why did she let Sho go? Sho insisted on traveling to the forest. Her eyes flick over to Sho. Sho puffed out his chest. It was quite the issue. A selfish attitude like that could get all of you mark bearers killed. I normally would have refused. I admit I had a foreboding feeling. I sensed danger was closing in on you, Lord Lovelace, so he went. An emergency measure. Her cool voice is icier than usual. Context is a powerful thing. True that, Master. Sho is so self-centered, I wondered if she's actually getting through to him at all. You're positive it was Shimi-O? Yes. The fact that I have the mark now too proves it. Mashida rubs at his wrist, smirking. There's no way you would fight that thing and win. You're completely mad if you think you can. You need a tank or something? I don't know about a tank, dude. The room falls silent. I'm sure all of us are thinking about what we saw back at the forest. You honestly believe that the police will do something? Go and make a suicide pact with that naive thinking. Believe me out of it. This dude doesn't know how to mince words. I'm willing to risk my life to find one, yeah. His shout is hoarse, he's probably uneasy. Christy shivers. Sho just glares at Mashida. An awkward silence falls again. We're wasting time. We've got to do something, but... Take charge, turn to Mary, or stay quiet? Let's let Mary interject. There's nothing I can do but rely on a doll. I glance over at Mary. Sounds like she read my mind. We have only a limited amount of time until dawn when the spirit vanishes. Do what you can before then. It would be wise to gather information on Shimi-O. Gotta have a clue first. Then why don't we check out the bee farm that's north of H Shrine? My reports say several people have seen Shimi-O there. Hardly anybody ever goes there now with the weird events in the forest. Why is a bee farm up there? A cult called Honeybee Family used to live on the land. Oh, Honeybee Family. Those are the notes we found. No one's there anymore, though. How come? They committed mass suicide. I wonder if Shimi-O is part of them, then. A mass suicide in the woods. I've heard about that somewhere. Mashida might have mentioned something similar before we entered the forest. Tabloids and gossip shows ate it up 5 years ago. They never revealed the details, so the public doesn't know. You seem to know quite a bit about the forest, Christy Arimura. Read up about it to find a primo spot? Don't be an ass. Honeybee family was very insular and secretive. I heard the mass suicide end was all the members following their leader. News channels chalked it up to their discontent with modern society. And what happened to the leader? Rumors say it was also suicide. Though I saw an old picture of him and he was a huge obese man, like Shimi-O. Suddenly everyone is holding their breath. No doubt we're picturing the same thing. The monster at the forest entrance. A zombie? Shut the hell up, hag. Come on, Sho, you dick. Her mutters have a dark edge. If Shimi-O is somehow connected to Honeybee Family, then the key to destroying his grudge is gonna be there. Everybody's being so mean to her. She seems grateful that we saved her. There's no reason to refuse her help. We need as much as we can get. Alright, the night is drawing to a close. The key to escaping the mark does seem to lie within the forest. Okay, so we have to go back. Lady Christie has seen Shimi-O has said that Shimi-O was often seen near the bee farm. It may hold a connection to him. Good luck. Alright, so we gotta go back, gotta go to the bee farm. Partner. We can pick all three. Now, Mashida can use the gun. Sho, I think, is useless. At least for now. Christy Might not be helpful in a fight, but since she's a reporter, she might have a lot of information. And she's the one who mentioned the farm. And if we have to go to the farm, maybe she's the one that we should bring? I'm gonna go with Christy. Matak. Let's see what I have now. So I have the notes. Shimi-O. So we got Christie's information. Ran away from the guy. Hello, Cammy. Welcome to the stream. We escaped. Tells us about the incident in the forest she reported on. Alright, so definitely are going to want to go back to the forest with Christy to investigate that bee farm. Alright, let's save. Talk. There's one thing I'd like to confirm. Masha speaks up suddenly. I hate work, long day. Ah, man. Yeah. Especially in the service industries, they can be really, really rough depending on the day. Are you done with your shift now, or are you just on a break now? Actually, it's already 5, almost 6. So yeah, if you had a morning shift, you should be wrapped up about now. Hopefully you're able to just relax the rest of the day if you are done with your shift. Did you know the honeybee family had something to do with the marks? His voice shakes slightly with anger, but it doesn't faze Mary a bit. I don't have that power. I sense that your fate was entwined with Lord Lovelace's. I do not know what truth you're seeking, Mashida, but if you remain near Lovelace, I predict you'll find it. More cult bull. Shift over. Nice. Barbecue soon? Barbecue sounds so good right now. I've been trying to think about what I want to do for dinner when I end the stream. I'm thinking I might just order pizza. I've been thinking about Domino's for a while. I haven't had it for a few weeks. I know it would hit the spot. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to order Domino's. As long as the weather's not bad. I was saying early in the stream, the weather here has been terrible earlier. Yeah, it's still raining. Like, I just feel bad having them deliver in the rain. I mean, I know it's their job, but like, I don't want them to have to deal with the constant rain and shit, especially if it starts thundering. But I hope you enjoy your barbecue. I am jealous. I haven't had like authentic BBQ in so long. The New York sky is yellow. Is it like from the smoke again? Oh, save. There we go. Now I can save. Alright, let's go back to the forest. Yeah, I know that there was terrible smoke quality maybe a week ago. It even hit around me a bit. It wasn't as bad as New York, though. The smoke again? Damn. They can't catch a break over there. I got some crappy air quality. Damn, even out in Indiana you have it too? That sucks. Try and stay inside, I guess, or if you have to go outside, wear a mask. Just to try and help filter out some of it. My stepdad is Portuguese and he got some Portuguese buns, cheese, and sausages. Probably gonna have a nice sandwich. Seems like you got all the pieces in place to have a good one then, Master, yeah. I hope that pans out and that it's very tasty. We're back at the forest's entrance. That man is gone, it seems. I look at the old picnic table. What was Shimi-O doing back then? Making a corpse sit next to him. It's almost like he was having a picnic. Did he just want a friend? I've had crappy air quality my whole life, so I don't care about it too much. Damn. I feel like I don't really recall much in the way of like crappy air quality around here. I don't know. Is Indiana known for that? Like just not really having great air quality? Alright, so we're back here. So, are we going to want to go to that Torii gate then? Because that's the only way I can think of getting behind the shrine. So this is where they were sitting. Bench at the table. Seems something is on it. Okay. A bottle of honey. Maybe it's a gift? No, it's probably more like you just forgot it. I mean, you never know when it might come in handy. Just then, I see something lying on the table itself. It's the cap from a soft drink. The inside of it is still wet, but I don't see the bottle itself anywhere. Did he throw it away? So maybe in the trash over here? I feel around inside the container. My fingers hit something hard. Got an empty bottle. There's something else, too. I pick it up. It's a crumpled piece of paper with family fun play catch. Liquid got on, sticky bees gather, over and over, game interrupted. That's all it says. Is this a diary draft or something? Honeybee family draft. So there's nothing else inside the container. Feel around inside the container. Nothing anymore. Okay. How do I... Oh, leave. Alright, so... I'm thinking we have, like, two things to do. We probably need to go back to the Shrine Gate to get to the honeybee farm. And then I think we should also go back to where we met Christy, who's our partner now. Because we didn't actually get to search that hut, and it looked like there were a lot of bottles on, like, the left side. So that might be how we can get more medicine to spray on the bees so that we can actually, like, explore the areas that were blocked off. So if I remember correctly, she would be left here. Straight. Left again. Okay, yeah, so this is where we met Christy. So let's explore this cabin. See if there's anything else that we can use. Got a notebook. Honeybee family notes. Most of the pages have been ripped out. Doubt it has anything useful. Damn. Bee medicine, yeah. A very interesting form of medicine. It will help those bees sleep. There's a container. A mouse chewed a hole in this plastic container. It's unusable. Damn. We got bottles. Search through everything. Gather the ones that still have something in them. Got 3 night-nights. Alright. So we can spray 3 hives. Why was there a knock at the door behind me? Stop. You're freaking me out. Wooden accessory case. I open it. There are carefully preserved torn notebook pages inside. Ooh, from in here. A holy journey, performed it in a quiet place. In the area past the meeting place, there is a clue about how to get to paradise. Is this about that mass suicide? The eastern thicket often Honeybee Family Notes 3. So I think we've checked everything in here then. That's probably Sebi knocking. Coming in for a surprise visit to say hello. Has to scare me in the middle of a horror stream. Fitting. Very fitting. To hear about your car's extended warranty? No! Not the car salesman. Ugh. It's the IRS getting my taxes? No! I swear I filed them correctly. I promise. I promise. I went through, that freaking website that I'm blanking on the name of that helps you. Okay, so I don't... We're gonna have to go to the shrine at some point, but we can't because there's those things in the way. So, if I remember correctly, if I go straight, I was blocked because there was a beehive in the way. So I think I should be able to go straight now. Yeah, there's the hive right there. So now I can use my thing to get past this path. Use the night-night. Why can't I... Oh, I have to click on it first. Alright, so the beehive, use the tool, use the night-night. Alright, bees, go to sleep. Don't bother me anymore. Eventually the hive falls completely silent. It's silenced every hive in this area we can pass through. There we go. Get asthma for breathing in pesticides, really. Alright, doesn't look like there's anything else to explore here, so I guess we can go straight. I hear creaks and groans along with the rustling of leaves. So we can go right, straight, or left. Right and straight are both dead ends. Left keeps going. I guess I probably want to go to the dead end ones just to, like, see what's in them and then keep going to the left. If I had to guess. Alright, I'm just gonna go to the right. I don't like that thing laughing behind me. I think it growing straight ahead. I pass through the thick undergrowth and notice a small clearing inside. Path might keep going. Oh my god! Why? There's always one of these things. God damn. Force my way through, ask my partner, or turn back. Well, if I force my way through, that thing that just jump scared me is probably gonna be there. Ask my partner. Christy, help me. Help me, Christy. She faces the figure and offers up a prayer. The figure vanishes. Seems her desperate prayer worked. Nice. Another hut that is bloodied. JRPG statue is damaged from being exposed to the elements. Wooden door. And it's locked. And I don't have a crowbar anymore because it's broken. So I guess I'm going to have to find a key and come back. So this is the clearing that we were in before. Oh, hello. Nothing else, so I'm going to want to go to the right this time. We're too stupid to file our taxes. That's why I always use those the websites that just kind of automatically download your files and whatnot, and then will fill out a bunch of the information for you. That's very helpful. That was me. Sorry, my mom just said no to bouncy house on my day off. Sorry for groaning. How could she say no to the bouncy house on the day off? That's like, I haven't been to a bouncy house or like a Sky Zone or those types of places in so long. That would be fun to do again. Like, now that I think about it, I probably haven't in like over a decade. I'm pretty sure there was one place I went to when I was a kid that it was like a trampoline park, kind of. So it was like a shit ton of trampolines. And there might have been an obstacle course to get through, but what I remember was it was like trampoline dodgeball. So like everybody on both sides was bouncing on the trampolines and playing dodgeball at the same time. So you're trying to like dodge the throws in midair and stuff. It was pretty fun. Leo got scared, L. Are you saying I'm taking an L for getting scared? Or is that LOL and it got cut off? The view from Leo Jump Scare Skyscraper Apartments is nice. Yeah. I'm glad you like the view, Master. They're renovating it with additional rooms. Every additional jump scare gets another floor on the tower. YuGiOh, who's that? I think YuGiOh, it's not a person. It's like a what is YuGiOh actually? I'm gonna look it up. YuGiOh. They're known as earth bearers. YuGiOh statues are made out of stone. They're said to have spiritual power for protection and longevity. It is a deity fondly loved by Japanese people, according to Google-kun. Thank you, Google, for enlightening me. I got trauma from a trampoline dodgeball and not just the head type. Oh no. Hopefully no serious trauma. Now you're just like scared of trampolines or dodgeball or something. Oh, wow. That's quite the view. I suppose those are gigantic beehives that are swallowing up these dead bodies. A sweet fragrance wafts on the wind from somewhere in the darkness. At my feet are what looks like beehives. This must be all of what remains of a bee farm. It's weird that something like this is here of all places. Well, may as well have a look around. Yeah, what is this gigantic fucking monstrosity right at the top? It's a beehive. Feel a vibrating hum when I touch the outside of the box. The bees inside might be trying to wake up. Are they all going to say the same thing? Feel a vibrating hum. Okay. And the third one? A beehive. Vibrating hum. Okay, they all say the same thing. I'm fine with both. My therapist just forbids me from doing the two combined. Well, if that's what your therapist recommends, then I'd say that's probably a good idea. Yeah. One or the other, but not both. Alright, let's examine these giant dead bodies, I guess. Dangling from the tree are human corpses. The skin is as white as wax. Countless holes are drilled into the bodies, and bees are buzzing in and out of them. My mind flashes back to the corpse in the cottage. It's just like that woman. Christy is looking away. How horrible? I agree. Why would anybody do that? The beehive at my feet starts to rattle. A pitch black cloud suddenly rises up, overwhelming my vision. Oh my god! Something invades my eyes and nose. It's a swarm of bees. Oh no. Live or die. Okay, how are we gonna deal with these gigantic things of bees? Even more bees are coming from the hives. Which hive should I close first? I'm in the middle, so I'm gonna close the middle one because that's the closest to me. Southern. I rushed to the hive and somehow managed to close the lid. Okay. What? Bees descend on me from all sides. I picked the wrong thing. They must have swarmed out from another hive. Oh no. Okay, so it's not south. East. We've been turning east a lot. Alright, close the eastern one. I dive at the hive and close the lid. I hear the disgusting sound of bees being crushed. Guess I was able to seal the hive in time. Safe, okay. Check for more active hives. So now the west one? That's the only one left? What the fuck is that face? I agree, Cammy. That's why I got jump scared when it popped up. I didn't expect the freaking close-up with bees all over his head. A lukewarm liquid spurts everywhere like a grape bursting in my hand. I succeeded in closing the hive right before the bees burst out of it. Okay. What do you mean check for more active ones? I got them all. After I close all of them, the bees finally quiet down. Alright, well, we made a wrong choice, but we made it out. You're telling me, Christy, you're telling me. Crouch there for a while until we catch our breath. So anything else with these? The inside of the holes seem to have a spiral pattern. Must have been made intentionally. A thick liquid drips from them. The smell, well, I can describe how horrible it is. The bees are gathering on it. What is that liquid? Probably honey. The liquid attracts bees. If I had a suitable container, I could gather some of it. Like that empty bottle I have. The corpse is clutching something in its hand. I pry open the stiff fingers. Got the cottage key. When I put the key in my bag, my wrist burns in pain. I'm closer to dying. The mark burns scarlet. Half an hour left until death closes in. No. New hypothesis. The bees themselves are the ghosts. No, that would be a twist. Ghostly bees. I'd believe it. We'll find out, I guess. Cold sweat drips down my back. I suddenly remember what happened at H Elementary. The marked symptoms accelerated and the person with me began acting strangely. Christy, I spin around to look at her. She stares at me, puzzled. Are you feeling okay? Feel perfectly normal, okay? Doesn't seem like she's changed at all. I don't understand what's going on, but if she's fine, that's great news. Human bee farm. Alright. So I've examined them. I guess I could check the boxes again just to see if there's anything. The bees have calmed down. I open the hive. Bees are just crawling around. Okay. How about this one? I open the hive and they're crawling around. And this one? I open the hive. There is a bottle of drugs. A large bottle of sweet dreams. The label has a warning on it. Do not mix. Dangerous. Mixing sweet dreams and night-night is extremely dangerous for family. Cannot be used with a sprayer. The bees have calmed down. Um, and then there was that liquid that was attracting the bees. So can I like gather it with my bottle? Take out the empty bottle and gather some of the dripping liquid. Got stinky liquid. Haha. We got stinky liquid. Something else here, right? Okay. So let's go back to the cottage now that we have the key. Alright, to the left. There was the secret path over here. Don't jump scare me with that same ghost again, please. Thank you. Go to the cottage. Use the key. Oh boy, there's gonna be another dead body inside this freaking bag, just like the first time. Kind of anticlimactic since we know the mark time can be extended by unknown means. Let's hope they step it up instead of pushing it back. Right. Yeah, because the first time, or at the end of the first chapter, we knew that for some reason it got extended. So I imagine in every chapter the same thing's going to happen. He's going to feel like he's about to die, and then somehow it'll get pushed back, but I don't know. An overly sweet smell permeates the inside. I'm pretty sure it's honey, huh? My eyes fall on a white object that was carelessly left lying around. That can't be. I have to check it out. We don't have much time left. Alright, let's just move right to left. Small container. Open up the container. There is something that looks like a dried tree root. Alright. Scrap of paper stuck to it with wire. Everyone's gone. I'm all alone now. I want to see everyone. But my head is so foggy, I can't remember how. I think the last thing I need to do is combine those two, but... Oh, for the mixture. Got some bottles. All the bottles look cracked or damaged. I don't think I can use any of them. Containers. The inside of the container is corroded. I don't think I can use it. Can I turn on the light? Light bulb is blackened inside. Probably be dangerous to turn it on. This book. Family won't die if they're dreaming. If the betrayer comes, wake them up and hit them. Do it until they calm down. Be careful, everyone. When they wake up, family is only human. That looks like some useful information. Sure. Got the Honeybee family notes. Got a book over here. Several bug-eaten novels. They're unreadable. All right, how about this box? Nothing is inside, but the outside is covered in something that's horribly sticky. Honey. Honey is extremely sticky. All that's left is this bag. Cottage season, you got one, Leo? A nice laboratory out in the lake? Maybe a time machine to go back and experience it with no people? You'd have to rebuild the cottage, but still. True, yeah, if you travel back in time, it's not going to be there. Unless it was already there and I just bought it, like, pre-used. My family had a vacation house, or not my family, like my extended family had a vacation house when I was younger. Used to go there like every summer, like all the extended family would kind of gather there. So it was like our, because we all lived in different places, so it was our way to catch up and see each other. And it was when I was like, all my cousins are kids, I was a kid. So it was just like a way to get all of the kids together. But now that we're all like grown up and working or in college or whatnot, a little harder to get that stuff scheduled. Which is why that Italy trip last summer, actually, like, I'm not a big travel guy. because traveling kind of freaks me out, or just makes me anxious. Doesn't freak me out. I just get like anxious with all of the amount of prep work for traveling, like the packing, and then actually having to do the traveling, and not being in my like safe my house, or like in my bed, like having to do hotel beds. Like I just like being in my personal environment that I enjoy. But the Italy trip was fun, but it was, again, like, it was a nice way to get everybody together, even though we are all now working or in college or whatever, like, because we could take time off and the students aren't in school, so it was a nice way to catch up and see everyone. All right, let's check out this hut. I mean, not this hut. It's freaking, we're already in the hut. Check out this bag. It's incredibly lumpy, making it easy to determine it is holding something. Yep. Just then, something inside the bag moves. It keeps squirming intermittently. A cold sweat breaks out on my forehead. I hesitantly reach out for the mouth of the bag. Holding my breath, I slowly open it. Uh-oh. I gotta go by. Alright, Cammy, no problem. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope you enjoy your barbecue dinner and the rest of your day. Have a good one. What about you, Master? Do you have like a vacation house or a cottage season or anything? A sickeningly sweet smell hits us. Oh, hello. This is probably the guy who died earlier, and he is now a beehive. It's a corpse currently becoming a beehive. It's completely unrecognizable at this point, but I intuitively know who it is. Masao Kimura, who was sitting on the bench with Shimi-O and wanted to commit suicide. Yep, he is a beehive now. Honeybees are burrowing into the holes all over his body, diligently making their hive. The faint noise we'd heard earlier coming from the bag must have been the buzzing of bees. This is beyond insane. It has to be the work of Shimi-O. Once it's complete, another object dart will be added to that repulsive bee farm. Just then, I noticed some objects stuffed in next to the corpse. The mismatched items almost seem like burial accessories for the dearly departed. Got a tennis ball, a large bottle of Night, and Night times 3. We have a lot of Night now. Daze the swarm, and then you'll be safe. Can I do that with what I've found so far? I don't know. We'll find out. We return the corpse to the bag. I'd like to give him a proper burial, but right now there is no time for that. Christie's expression is grave. Her face is flushed with shame. I know full well that it's far too late to be saying this, but I can't stand it. I can't take any more of this. If we run into this monster, no way will I be able to do anything. I'm not kidding. Whatever I said on TV, it's totally meaningless here in the forest. I can't help you anymore. Christie stumbles over multiple apologies. Nothing to apologize for. It's normal in situations like this. Any regular person would react the same. Hell, everyone would want to run as far away as they could. But her confession carries a dangerous consequence of its own. If at some point I end up fighting the spirit like I did at H Elementary, could she handle being my partner? I'm going to say no. Alright, so we've checked the bag, so I think we've checked everything too. Or everything else in this hut, I mean. My dad used to have a grandparents' trailer, but he had to sell it because it was too expensive, like 8 or 9K a year for land fees, and he had nowhere to put it. Much cheaper in the past. Was a nice campsite too. Man, everything is just more expensive nowadays. That is a bummer that he had to sell it, though. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe one day, if money goes in your favor and land prices are decent, you could get one of your own and then kind of start the not tradition, but you know, relive that by having it yourself. Yeah. All right, I'm going to step away very quickly. I need to run to the restroom, but I will be back in like a minute or two. I will be quick. Don't go anywhere. Please. We need to see what happens with Shimi-O. Pause this. I'll be right back. Where's my BRB screen? There we go. Alright. Be back in a second. All right, I am back. Sorry about that. I don't know what it is with like caffeinated drinks, but they go right through me. I don't know if anybody watching this has experienced the same, but like I so like this thing I have right now, it's some like caffeinated lemonade. It looks like caffeine green tea or caffeine and green tea and lemonade. It tastes pretty good. But it just goes right through me. Um, and it happens at work too. Like when I have a coffee, like within an hour of drinking it, I'm like, alright, let me hit the bathroom. Like I don't know why. Is it just caffeine? Like is that a caffeine effect? Is it just a me thing? I don't know. But I've noticed it. Like consistently, it's always the caffeinated drinks. And it's only the caffeine ones. Caffeine is a diuretic, meaning it makes you excrete more water, thus you use the washroom more. Oh! So it actually is a thing. It's not just me being, like, crazy. That's good to know. Nice. Thank you for the info, Master. I learned something new today thanks to that. But I actually realized as I was leaving to take my quick break there, when you said it was a nice campsite, like, did you actually sleep outside of it? Like, you camped out with a tent and everything near it? I've never been camping myself, and I feel like it wouldn't be my kind of thing. Just because I feel like being in the woods would kind of freak me out. Like, I don't know. I don't think I'm built for camping. My dad was pretty into it for a couple years, though. I know he went a few times, and he seemed to enjoy it. All right. How do I? All right. So let's leave this cabin or hut, whatever. Oh fuck! What was that for? Damn it! It's always these fucking stupid ghost faces appearing for no reason. God. Damn. Why do they do this to me? We slept inside the trailer on pads, on shelves. That's the way a trailer is. I've camped all my life in tents with my family, never on the ground in a sleeping. Oh yeah, yeah. Like when I said on the ground, I'm like assuming that there was a sleeping bag involved. Definitely would not sleep on the plain ground. Would have to have like a sleeping bag or something. All right, so we haven't gone straight yet, so let's go that way. 3 beehives. Looks like there's another giant beehive here. Probably wouldn't be wise to keep going. Well, it's a good thing I have a bunch of that night-night stuff now. All right, bag. How many night-nights do I have? 1, 2. I have 5 night-nights and a large bottle. All right, so let's use my night-nights. I forgot to target the thing first again. All right, beehive. Use a night-night. Right back from the washroom. Luckily, it was that way. Might have been an accident otherwise. Yeah, thank God. Thank God. I fall silent. Used up a bottle. All right. Let's target this one. Take careful aim and spray the drug. They get slower and fall silent. All right. And... nope. One more. This one. Take out the night-night. Alcohol is also diuretic, by the way. That's why you use the washroom more than as well. That explains it. I like the whole typical, like... or it's interesting how the stereotypical, like, oh, you don't want to break the seal, because then once you do, you have to keep going. It's actually so true, though. Like, the longer you can hold out, the better. Because once you go, it's like I feel like every 20 to 30 minutes after that, you have to go again. All right, silenced every hive in this area. Whoa! Hell yeah. Yep. All right, nothing else to examine, so let's continue forward. Fucking crow? Nothing in this area. Keep moving forward. Oh, wow. More of these things. You're really medicating these bees with that night-night? They don't have the leave I'm insinuating. Yeah, I'm putting my medicines to work, that's for sure. There's a trio of women's corpses that have been turned into hives. Oh, the other ones was men ones. I guess I'm going to need to do this thing again. Is there anything to loot? An indescribably horrible smell is coming from the thick liquid looping from the smell, or leaking. Nothing else stands out. Crows are so big, man. I haven't seen one up close, but I have seen videos where like a crow might be near other birds. And it's definitely like extremely notable just how much bigger they are compared to other ones. It's pretty crazy. Same thing with like vultures. Those things are huge. Alright, so that's it. And what about this box? It's another beehive. Good thing I have another night-night. I fall silent. Alright, is there anything inside this one? Bottle of drugs hidden inside the beehive. Good morning times 2. Marcus died a deep crimson. A few minutes left? What? She's not gonna be able to help me. She just said she's gonna be no use in the fight. I'm gonna die. I needed to go back and change. I wouldn't have opened that box if I knew that it was gonna start it, because I would have gone back and gotten a different partner. Can I just like exit and restart that section? When did I last save? No. I'm gonna die. They can be as big or bigger than your head. Jeez. Good thing I don't have a well, yeah, I don't have a humongous head, so they must be bigger than my head. Cute woman can't fight? No, let her cook. She's probably a strategist. I didn't mean to imply that. I just meant because she specifically said earlier, like, I can't do this anymore. If you get in a fight, I'm gonna be useless. So I think she's just gonna freak out and not be able to help, and that's it. If that didn't, like, if she didn't specifically say that, I would have been fine having her as my partner, but I think that was basically her way of saying, like, you are going to lose if you don't switch to somebody else. Well. Drifting in the wind is the meltingly sweet fragrance of honey. Fragrance. Fuck. Oh, hello. Hi, Shimi-O. Something flies at us in the dark. Hello. The sharp pain pierces the arm that I used to cover my face. I think I got stung by a bee. Bees swarm around Shimi-O as he draws closer. I won't survive being attacked again. Okay, what do I want to do here? So I can't use the baseball bat or the handgun because... Oh, she can't use it. I can use anything. Baseball bat, baseball, crowbar, handgun, honey, sweet dreams, dried root, tennis ball. Maybe I need to use the large bottle of Night Night. To make him stop. I can't use it on the sprayer, so I'd have to pour it on him directly. For punishing betrayers, pour and hit with a stick. So this might also work. I could put this on him, but then she's not going to be able to hit him. Oh, I get it. So this is probably why you... I bet this is why you need to have either Sho or Mashida as your partner. Like, you're going to have to use this item to, like, attack him with on your end. And then since it says hit with a stick, you're going to need either Sho to use the bat or Mashida to use the gun. Throw liquid. Now I'm also wondering, like, because this says pour and this says throw. So I wonder if I pour it, will it just pour it on the ground in front of me? Because I want it to hit him. So I wonder if only the ones that say throw will actually go to him. All good meant more like I want my cute woman to fight. I don't know. I was hoping more for your sake that she could cook. Yeah. If only she could use the bat or something. I think we're going to fail here, and it's just going to have to be a restart, and I'm going to have to switch partners. We'll see what happens, though. I'm going to assume that it needs to be... I want to see what happens with the stinky liquid. I'm going to do the liquid, and then... I don't know. There's 2 balls. She can at least throw a ball. I don't know. Alright, throw the tennis ball at him. I pour the stinky liquid over the ball and then throw it. The bee cloud rushes at the ball. They must be reacting to the smell of the liquid on it. The bees swarm the ball. They look like a dense black... Okay, I didn't even realize it was going to combine. I was thinking that I would throw the liquid on it and then she would throw the ball at him. Well, if the bees just left him and went to the ball, that's good, right? So what if I do it again? Because I have 2, right? Because I have 2 different balls. Pour the stinky liquid on the baseball and throw it. The bee cloud rushes at the ball. Okay, yeah, okay, so this is good. Because they're going after the balls instead of me. So he can get closer, and then that's when you can attack him because he's up close. This red stuff on the side, that's saying he's close enough for the physical attack. So this is where I would want him to get hit with like the... Oh, broken crowbar. She can hit with the broken crowbar. Bottle of honey. Sweet dreams. So this is the... Alright, so let's use the morning on him since that's the punishment. And then Let's see if she can hit him with the crowbar. I spray with the drug and hit him with the broken crowbar. He's wounded. Okay. Cut opens up on his giant body and a bittersweet smelling liquid pours out. I'm not a traitor. We injured him, but only barely. Guess the broken crowbar isn't a good weapon. Yeah, I need a better weapon than the crowbar. So I'm going to use the other good morning thing. Spray and then hit him. He's wounded. Injured him, so he just backs up. Comes close again. I don't know, man. I'm just gonna pour the freaking night-night on him. Pauses for a moment, bewildered, and then starts to attack immediately. Shimi-O smirks. I don't think that fazed him. He killed Christy. And me. Yeah, we need to change partners. I need to be able to use something that's not the crowbar. Well. Hope it's not too far back. Still got that time machine laying around again. So I don't want to face it again. So I need to be rid of Christy. So is it decide again? It's either decide again or from the last save. Let's try decide again. Okay, we're all the way back here. This is when she told me, actually, that she wouldn't help. She couldn't help. We checked this stuff. The bag was already checked. Okay, so I think we're fine here. Did I get jump scared when I left here last time? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can't scare me with that same trick again. Death mark. Isn't a broken crowbar just a crowbar with less leverage? They are double-ended, still good as a blunt object. You know, that's what I was hoping, but I guess evidently it's not good enough for Shimi-O. He's so big, he needs something stronger. So at this point, if I leave, I think all I had done now... Let me check my bag, see what I have. Okay, so I have 5 night-nights, yeah. So it started me with the point where I had looted everything. And so I think after this, all I did was go straight. Then I used the night-nights on the hives. I searched the box, and then it started the confrontation. So I think I just need to leave now, switch my partner, come back, and then do the confrontation. I mean, I feel like that makes sense to me. And... no, not that. Let me save. Mark bearer. No. So do I have to walk back to the beginning? I wish there was a way to see the whole map. Alright, well, let's just, straight and then left. So I came up this way, so I have to go straight here. Was it left? I think here and then right. I think up here it was something. This is... Did I search this box? I think I did. I mean, I can't click on anything. So I must have? Oh, I usually have such a good sense of direction. I think I'm getting a little turned around. This is... Right, and then... So I need to go backwards. And then I think it's just a straight line? Sorry, one sec. I'm having a quick hydration again. How are we feeling? Can I beat Shimi-O on the second time? After I change my partner? Can I do it? I think I failed the first time that I did the first ghost in the previous chapter too, actually. Alright, so I wanna... Oh, wait a second. There's something here. Area past the meeting place. Oh, for the farm? Did I not do that before? Another... Oh. So there was another trail. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Well, if he's only glaring at me, then, Christy. With the right resources now, absolutely. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. So maybe there's an item I actually need. Oh, no, it's just another one of these. A beehive. All right. Open it. Open sesame. Folded scrap of paper and something that looks like incense. Suicide note, mosquito repelling incense. Can I read the note? Suicide note found inside an unused beehive. Like the teachings, apply honey, manage to swallow it. Wait for me, everyone. I will be there soon. Oh, so that's probably the method. Okay. Bug repelling incense. Stick of mosquito repelling incense that can be hung from the hip. Too bad only one stick is left. Anything else? Withered plant. Pick up the plant and inspect it, but nothing seems out of the ordinary. The root is still firmly lodged into the soil. Pulling on it does nothing. Can I rip it out? With the crowbar? Finally gets through. Kind of looks like a small carrot, a plant root. Okay. I don't know, man. It was just searchable. So I clicked on it. Nothing else is lighting up? Okay. So I guess we got a couple extra items. I don't necessarily know how those are going to help, but I guess we can just... No, I don't want to go back. I want to go straight. I guess we can just go back and switch partners. And then go back and open that box and fight the spirit. E. Exit. Yes. Alright, change our partner. So, Mashita said the gun only has 5 bullets, right? And if I have 2 of that good morning thing, then I'm going to have to use it 2 times, so he's going to use 2 of the bullets. I wonder if I should save them for later on. Or will it just, like, reset itself at the end? I don't really want to work with Show, but he could just use the bat, which is infinite, and this is limited. So I'm going to take Show because this is infinite, so I want to conserve the limited resource. Alright, so now we're with Show. We can go back to the forest, and then... Oh, I have to walk all the way back. No. Walk straight. Alright, so it was further up. Up. Left. Straight. Right. Up. And now I want to go left. So now there should be the hives. Yeah, okay. Alright, so now we're round 2. Round 2. Can we beat him this time? Take out the sprayer? Mm-hmm. Alright. Lovelace-san. Let's do it. That's what all my night-nights are for. No, I forgot to click on the next one. Okay. Tool. Night-night. And this one. Night-night. Night-night. Yeah, that's what we're doing, Show. We're trying to fight. Alright, so now it should be the other box. And I have to use the night-night again. Spray, spray, spray. And spray again. Okay. Now I can search this, and I won't get attacked, and the fight will start again. Bottle of drugs hidden inside. Good morning times too. Here we go. Here we go, gang. Alright, show. Yeah, I'm counting on you. I slap Show's face. I clear your head a little? He's coming. We have to go. We'll do everything we can, but you have to do as I say. Alright, Show. You and me. Gonna beat him up with that bat. That thing appears out of nowhere on the right. Hello. Alright, Shimi-O. So I feel like what we were doing last time works. So I'm just going to do the same thing, but now instead of having Christy use the broken crowbar, I'm going to have Show do the baseball bat. So what did I do to start? Stinky liquid to distract, and then Show uses the bat. Oh, sorry, no. He has to throw the ball to get it away, and then hit him with the bat. Cloud rushes at the ball. They look like a dense black cloud, okay. He's getting closer. You do the same thing. Stinky liquid, baseball, throw it. Alright. Moment of truth. Is the baseball bat gonna work? I did the good morning and then baseball bat. I spray Shimmy with the drugs, hit him with the bat. He's wounded. The cut opens on his giant body and a bittersweet smelling liquid pours out. Ow, I'm not a traitor. Shimi-O bends over backward, moaning. Liquid sprays from the holes in his body. Okay, last time it said that he was just like... Yeah, this is doing more damage. He falters. Alright, do it again. Smack him. Smack him. Good morning. Baseball bat. Not a pretty sight to look at. I agree. He's wounded. Gets hit again. He writhes in pain, his body jiggling. I don't want to wake up. He hollers in pain as he gets hit, but it doesn't seem to be enough to beat him. I used all my good mornings. He's clearly weak. Now's the time to finish him off. How do we finish him off? Let me double check what I have. Baseball bat. Don't have the baseball. Broken crowbar. Handgun I could use. Bottle of honey. Large bottle of sweet dreams. Dried root. Large bottle of night night. Bug repelling incense. Plant root. Check the bag. So, bottle of honey. I can throw the honey at him. Large bottle of mystery medicine. Do not mix. Combining dreams with sleep is dangerous. Okay. Oh. Large bottle of sweet dreams. So mixing the sweet dreams and the night night would be dangerous. Bug repelling incense. Like dried root. Combine these two. So is there something I could combine dried root with? Plant root. Plant root dug up from dried grass. Repel or overdose night night makes sense, but using honey does make sense with the bees. So I wonder, like, I think with the previous one, with the spirit of, like, the little boy, I think there were two endings. Like, there's the normal and the good ending, where, like, the normal ending is just that you beat him, and then the good ending is that you, like, exercise the spirit or something. And I think we got the good ending with the exercise the spirit. So I think with this one, it's probably going to be set up the same thing, where there's two different ways you could do it. One that will beat it, and one that will exercise it. If I had to guess, using Sweet Dreams and Night Night at the same time is probably how you beat it, but not exercise it. Because it says combining is dangerous. So I feel like that would beat him. One person could use morning, one could use night. I guess it could be dangerous for them. I'm going for beating them. Yeah. The mornings are gone, so I think we're on the same track there, where like one person uses the Sweet Dreams, one person uses the Night Night. So that's like an overdose. So I think that would be beat. So then the only other question would be, is there a different combination of things that I can find here that will give me the good ending? And if not, then do I just go for the beat? I don't know if it really matters. Excuse me. Just yawned again. So I have the bat, the crowbar. The crowbar is useless. The gun I don't want to use. So the bat is also going to be useless, I assume. So we have honey, Sweet Dreams, dried root, Night Night, incense, and plant root. So we have 6 things. I'm assuming that Night Night and Sweet Dreams are beat, so that's 2 out. So that only leaves 4. So I think the 2 items that we would need to use to potentially get a good ending would be the honey, the dried root, the incense, and the plant root. Plant root seems like a good thing because it says it's fresh from the ground, it looks like a carrot, so that's good stuff. Incense, if it repels mosquitoes, would it matter for other bugs? I'm assuming this is a red herring. Because I feel like the incense, if it's mosquito incense, it's not going to repel bees. And if bees are the only thing that matters. Dried root was found in a box labeled Ugly Lady. And it talks about combining 2 things. So dried root doesn't seem as good as plant root. And then honey, we all know what honey is. Now this says the bottle of honey was likely left behind by Shimi-O. So is it a good ending if we give him the honey back? I mean, it throws the honey. Do we appeal to the bees or the man behind the bees? Right. Things related to flowers, honey, and roots. These are all related to flowers, or like plants. That's true, yeah. So if I assume that the incense is a red herring, then that leaves the honey with either the dried root or the plant root. The plant root seems better than the dried root. So it would be honey and plant root. So I guess we essentially have 2 options then. I think that if I combine liquid, Sweet Dreams and Night Night, that will beat him. But it's like beating it down. Like it's not a good ending. And I think if I did honey and plant root, I guess. I don't know what plant root is even supposed to be though. Like, how is this good? Oh, wait a second. That's what the suicide note is talking about. Apply honey, manage to swallow it. So maybe it's gonna combine. So you're gonna put the honey on the root, and then that's what they would be eating to like mimic the suicide. So maybe dried root is bad because it says something about combining the two, right? So maybe putting the honey on the dried root is how they committed suicide. And if you put the honey on the plant root, that's like the better option. It's not a suicide. It's just like a good treat, like actual food. And that will remember him or make him remember the old days when he was happy, like before everything started going crazy. That seems promising, especially with the comment of the note. So I think honey with the plant root. If this doesn't work, then I'm just going to go for the normal option. Because I don't think... Well, I guess I could try honey with the dried root too. But I don't want to keep replaying this part over and over. So I'm going to assume if I can't do the honey and the plant, then I'm going to go with the sweet dreams and the night night. In the game unknown, but citronella has no proven scientific basis. In real life, any claim is usually anecdotal or placebo. But I'm sure that the game it might affect all of us. Yeah, okay, I see what you mean. Bees like plants? Bees do like plants. That they do. I didn't realize how loud the audio was for you. I just checked the audio level. That's like blaring. Oh my goodness. I just turned it down a little bit. That should make it better. Okay, so I'm going to go for what I think will be a good ending. So I'm going to pick the honey. And then you're going to feed him the plant root. I pour honey on the plant root and throw it in his mouth. He initially tries to expel it, but seems to realize something and gulps it down quickly. He happily stuffs his cheek with the honey-coated root. Now I can finally see my family. He collapses flat on the ground, the deadly poison having invaded his whole body. Oh, I got it backwards. So, the dried root, I guess, was a red herring. So the suicide thing that said combine the two, I think the plant root was like right near it, right? Like the plant root came from right outside the box, and then the suicide note was in the box. So he must have meant combine it with that plant root. Maybe honey combined with that creates a toxin. Honey with the plant in the forest. Oh, cool, you won a clue. So I basically just made him commit suicide. I'm a terrible person. I thought I was saving him, and I made him kill himself. Wow. Well, we'll see what happens. He collapses flat on the ground. His face is frozen into a peaceful smile, like a kid who's just eaten a delicious meal. The bees continue to hover around the still Shimi-O. I don't sense Shimi-O anymore. Shows back to normal. His mark appears to have vanished. Mine is still here. Still branded red on my arm. Shimi-O wasn't the one who gave it to me. But I kind of figured that would be the case. From what I can tell, when mark bearers confront the spirit that cursed them, they suffer extreme memory loss. That's why Sho is acting strangely. I myself didn't have any problems, so Shimi-O wasn't the right spirit. Something is lying on the path. It's a small notebook. The cover's wet, the light of the flashlight making it glitter. It could be honey. Did this belong to Shimi-O? Where did he hide this? Okay, now I really don't feel like touching it. All yours, old man. Thanks, Sho. Seems Sho has absolutely no intention of picking it up. I give up and bend down to grab it. Flipping through the pages, it appears to be a diary. Take a look when we get back. I want to beat a retreat out of here ASAP. True, that's a good point, Show, for once. We carefully retrace our steps back to the entrance so we don't get lost. This isn't the entrance. Without warning, the light dies. I'm not messing with you, dude. It did it on its own. It's not me. What's going on? It won't respond. Uh-oh. An icy cold shiver runs down my spine. I'm suddenly overwhelmingly afraid, like the dark forest is trying to absorb my body. If I could just get the light back on. If we just had it back, I'd feel so much better. I hit the switch repeatedly, silently praying. Oh, it came back on. Just a malfunction? That's like the versus having him eat that thing. Maybe in that moment, the light wouldn't come back on, and then we get attacked again. Like, I guess something like that could happen. We hurry and get back to the car. And we're back at the mansion. All right. I want to check. Man, it's still raining hard. I'm just thinking about dinner again. Like, I'm gonna feel like a jerk if I have them deliver pizza while it's raining hard. I might just have to make something myself. You're finally back. I sure am, Mashida. The mark's gone. Christy, is yours? My mark is still there. Christy's hysterical, clutching her head. How is that possible? Because she got it. Didn't she get it, like, right after she saw Shimi-O? Like, she saw him, she ran away, and then she got it? So she got it from somebody else? I'm back. Because you overcame your fear. It's unfortunate that Shimi-O was not the one who bestowed your mark. Yep. Good news is that at least Lord Sho and Mashida's marks are gone. Question, I get why my mark didn't go, but why hasn't Christie's? I thought she got it from Shimi-O. Hypothesis is then incorrect. Another spirit must have given her her mark. I don't want to believe it, but it's true that Christy hasn't been in her right mind when we met. Definitely possible that she hadn't realized that she had it already. Her amnesia would get worse. That would explain Sho's strange behavior before we fought Shimi-O. Hey, Lovelace, it's been bugging me for a while now, but you kind of stink. That's rude. I am pretty sweaty. I did spend a whole day walking all over a mountain. What did you expect? No, it's not that. My nose can't compare to a police dog's, but it's still pretty good. Your sleeves smell weird. Maybe it's honey? Bet it got on you from the notebook. Oh, yeah. I never did read that honey-covered notebook, did I? I take it out of my bag and open up the sticky pages. Inside, it talks about Honeybee Family, what they did, and their ideologies. I can't tell if Shimi-O wrote this or someone else, but the incoherent writing spells out their fanatical thinking and hatred for society. It's fascinating as abnormal psychology, but doesn't bear relevance to our current problem. The author seems extremely pious. Oh, wait, never even went to the shrine. Multiple pages wax on about H Shrine. They seriously believed we'd face divine wrath if the shrine fell to ruin. All the suicides in the forest, the numerous horrifying incidents, according to the author, they're all because of the divine wrath of H Shrine. H Shrine, divine wrath, strange. That part sticks out to me. Yeah, and we didn't get to go there. Maybe we could now that the bees shouldn't really be all riled up. After I finish skimming through, I tell the other mark bearers what it says. In such a scary environment, I'll let you forgetting to go somewhere slide. Yeah. Hopefully there wasn't something there that I missed. Sho, you're fine. You don't have to stay here. Divine Wrath. If that's true, then what, Christy? It's almost dawn. We must end today's investigation. Please rest. I am sure all of you are tired from walking on the mountain. Yep. See ya, show. All right, Christy, good night. Mashida, you gonna stick around? I've decided to leave tomorrow. No! You were reliable. I was suspicious of you at first, but you pulled through. How could you leave me? Wow. Wow. Well, I can't blame him. Not gonna say I'll miss you. That seems confrontational. Change your mind? Oh, you were chasing the Honeybee family case for years too? Okay. Can finally visit someone's grave? Okay. His expression's still the same, but it feels like he's more at peace. He accomplished what he set out to do. This whole thing is too dangerous. I'm reckless, but that doesn't mean I don't care if I live or die. Sticking my neck out for you past this point is just too risky. That's fair. That's fair. Sorry, Leo, if you get cursed, I'll be honest, I wouldn't stick around to get cursed 2 or worse for this again. You know, Master, I don't think I would either. So I can't blame you. A tremor runs down through his clenched fist. If you manage to escape your death, I'll buy you a drink sometime. Alright, Mashida, yeah, I can't blame you. I guess Christy will carry over into the next chapter. Good night. The truth behind Shimi-O? Let's check it out. Alright, so we had the temporary retreat, the human bee farm. Horrific bee farm with corpses strung up. The reunion with Kimura when he found his body facing Shimi-O. The truth behind Shimi-O. A rotating cast of characters is fun. I like that idea. Yeah, like it's nice to have a consistent presence, but it's also good because each chapter seems very individual or very self-contained. So I think it makes sense to have new characters appear and then they kind of like, yeah, they cycle through. So like maybe next chapter, someone new will appear and then it will also be the chapter that has the ghost that affected Christy. So then she'll leave, but then maybe the new character will stick around, and yeah, so it'll probably be a rotating thing. It is good. Get a taste of everyone. Honeybee family, assigned 8 years ago. Their goal is environmental protection of honeybees and their habitats. The leader's name is Shinzo Maro. So that's Shimi-O's true name. Pages are incoherent ramblings. Family's pent-up resentment. The more I notice there's a weird shift in the writing, the deeper into the pages I get, the more childish and nonsensical it turns. Journal record. Found another suicide victim. The divine wrath is accelerating. Spoke with the voice of the shrine again. Divine wrath comes. Must love bees more or no promised land. A traitor among family. Disinherited. Sacrificed. Shrine and me happy. Hate the police. Almost ready to discard the body. Soon, soon. Last day, everyone went to the promised land, so why? Am I the only? Oh, body, not enough holes. I need more. Whoops, I somehow didn't mean to do that. For whatever reason, Shimi-O didn't die during the family's mass suicide. I wonder why. Does that mean the voice from the shrine wasn't a hallucination and some kind of divine wrath turned him into a monster? And the traitor policeman from the journal, it must be somehow related to Mashida. Really? No time to check now. Alright, so let's save. Nearly dawn, I better get some rest, alright? I sure am. Chapter 2, Shimi-O End. It's an interesting story. This guy got really into it. Yeah. That they did. Mashida and Sho have left, leaving only Christy and I. We've not had any new mark bearers arrive, nor any new info on any spirits. Death's footsteps keep drawing closer. Nope. I hoped we would, but study seems optimal to contain something of interest. Christy and I just finished investigating Saya Kujo's study. Saya was the person who wrote to invite curse bearers here and died. Work is slow, Leopog. Hello, Sebi. Welcome to the stream. You caught me shortly right before the end, I guess. So I'm planning on pretty much as soon as it says the next chapter is starting, that's when I'll cut it. And then I'll go make myself some dinner. I was thinking about ordering Domino's for dinner today, actually. Because I haven't had it in like a month. But the weather here is gross and it's raining a lot, and I feel bad having them deliver in the rain. So I might just make something for myself instead of ordering Domino's. I'm too considerate. I'm too nice. I like how they keep saying investigating, but they're just winging it, right? Daunting task, but we did our best to search through them regardless, except it was all futile. No. Everything was about healing the spirit. Nothing mentioned the mark at all. Do you think it's useless to keep searching? The mansion? Well, remember what I said about H Shrine? Yep. I was thinking, maybe the shrine is connected to all the spirit stuff. Well, I mean, usually I have cars for deliveries, and you could walk out to the car to grab the pizza, and instead of them coming to the door, you could put it in the notes. I could, but I don't know if I would go that far. But it's true. I could do that. Gotta explore the mansion. It's fabulous. A very fabulous mansion. Oh my god, this mansion is so fabulous. They'll forget the hot sauce, right? Dude, Domino's forgets the hot sauce on the pizza every single time I order from them. Now, it's like minor annoyance, but it's not a huge deal because I always get a cup of that hot sauce and then I can just kind of like dip the pizza in that. Or I have Frank's Hot like in my fridge, so I could just put some of that on. Not a huge deal. But Taco Bell, also, I just went yesterday for lunch to treat myself, and I always ask for the fire sauce because it tastes great and it makes the food better. They've probably forgotten to give me the fire sauce, like, I would say 2 months in a row now. And I go, like, usually once a week, sometimes every other week, but usually once a week. That many times in a row, it doesn't matter if I order online ahead of time and then I appear, and then I go through the drive-thru and I say, hey, order for Leo. There's no sauce in the bag. And then if I'm like, okay, maybe it's because online, like, the sauce isn't coming through for some reason in my order. So then I drive through and I just place my order there and I say, oh yeah, and also some fire sauce, please. And they're like, okay. And I see them add it to my order on the screen. And then they hand me the bag and I drive off and there's no fire sauce in the bag. What's the point of me asking for it if you don't give it to me? It's like, oh, well, you could just check the bag when they give it to you, and if it's not in there, then just ask for it there. But I'm not confrontational. And also, there's always a line of cars, and I don't want to hold up for like 5 seconds while I open the bag and check, because sometimes the sauces are at the bottom of the bag, and then I have to like lift the food up to see if it's at the bottom. So I just get annoyed instead. What they need to do is bottle the sauce, and then I can just have it in my fridge. And then if they forget, it's no big deal because I'll just have it there. I don't know. I don't know why Domino's and Taco Bell both are just forgetting to give me the sauce. I swear nobody can remember sauce these days, right, Sebi? Right? I don't know why. It's one of those things that like Reddit has that subreddit called mildly infuriating. Like, this is the perfect thing to go there. Like, it doesn't hurt anybody. It's just something that kind of annoys me. Everything happening in the forest is the divine wrath of the shrine. Then you think the mark and the spirit activity are because of this divine wrath. It's a possibility. Yeah, maybe. Exactly what I'd expect from you. Quick on the uptake. Thank you. Christy is brimming with confidence. She seems in a much better mood than she was 3 days ago. She's a famous reporter after all, so maybe this is what she's really like. So, Mary, I'd like to go see H Shrine. You don't mind, do you? It is true that many unpleasant rumors surround that forest. If the cause is the shrine, there may be some clues there. But even if there are, if it's spiritual, then how are normal humans like us supposed to find it? Christy and I don't have any spiritual powers. In that case, could you bring me along with you to the H Shrine? I should be able to sense the presence of anything spiritual. I can act as a guide as well. You know that shrine? It enshrines the guardian deity of the YuGiOh family. Oh. Wouldn't that be a twist? What if Mary is the one who gave me my curse? Enjoy the rest of your night, Leo and Master. Thank you, Sebi. You too. I hope work stays quiet for you and you can have a nice, chill evening and then a good night at home. But yeah, thanks for popping in. Have a good one, Sebi. When McDonald's bottled and did that with their Big Mac sauce, it was great. Too bad they stopped it. That is unfortunate, yeah. Like, you would think if it's selling well, they should keep it up. Maybe it just wasn't as successful as they thought it was, or thought it would be. Came to an end after the recent war resolved. As the one who serves the YuGiOh, I'm concerned about the state. Then bringing you along would mean I have to carry you, right? Yep, unless there's like a wheelchair. Thank you. You're welcome, Sabby. Wasn't there a TV show called Flatliners where they were on the brink of death to see the spirit world? I'm not sure. I haven't heard of it if there is, but I could totally see there being something like that. An overgrown forest in the dead of night. Not looking forward to having to carry Mary all the way to the shrine. I agree. Small price to pay if we can get any hints about the spirits. I would agree, yeah. Mary's eager about it too, so I'll just have to deal with it. Alright, let's go back to the forest. Not yet. So I guess, is this just like the point to stop? I assume going to the forest is going to start the next chapter. I did just save, right? Oh, I'm in chapter 3. It just hasn't started to say I'm in chapter 3. I have not checked to see how long it is, Master, no. I wonder if there's a list. Death, mark, chapter lengths. Or like... Alright, actually, so if I check how long to beat... Let's see. Death, mark. So, according to how long to beat, the average... It looks like it could take anywhere from 10.5 to 15.5. I guess depending on how much exploring you do, and maybe if you do like all of the endings, or trying to get all of the achievements. So, if there are, what, 5 chapters, was it? Or 6? I know I looked at before to see how many chapters there were. So there's the prologue, 5 chapters, epilogue, and then there was DLC chapter 6, which is not part of the main story, I guess. I assume that's part of this. So, if we assume prologue and epilogue are super short, 5 chapters, 12 to 15 hours to beat. So I guess each chapter is probably 3 to 4 hours long. Oh, sorry, it would be 2 to 4 hours, I guess. 2 to 3? 5 chapters. Let's call it 12, because that's in between 10 and 15. So 12 over 5, that's like 2.4. So 2.5. So let's just round up. So, okay, so let's say a chapter would take about 2.5 hours to beat, maybe 2 hours. But since I'm streaming it and I'm also like checking chat and talking and whatnot, it takes a little longer. So maybe for me then, it could be like 3 to 3.5 hours per chapter. Which actually, I'm at 3 hours and 20 minutes on this stream, right? Was it 3 hours and 18 minutes on this stream? I finished 2. I've started 3. And then my previous stream for Deathmark was 4 hours long, and I did the prologue and chapter 1. So that seems to check out, that it's going to be about 3 to 3.5 hours per chapter, which means basically 1 stream per chapter sounds pretty reasonable. So it could be like a prologue in chapter 1, chapter 2, 3, 4, and then 5 in epilogue. And then I assume 6 is something that you like access later, unless 6 is pushed in front of the epilogue, in which case it would be 5 and then 6 plus epilogue. Probably not a bad idea. Yeah, I think it seems reasonable. Hit that. So I've played the game itself for 5.5 hours. Chapters could scale as in shorter at the start, longer towards the end. Maybe that's accurate, but a guess is better than nothing. Seems like it's been proven since the last one was the same. Oh no, I didn't want to exit. I wanted to actually exit the game itself. System. End. And back to the quiet forest sounds as background noise. All right, so we finished chapter 2. That's pretty solid. I think if I compare chapter 1 and 2, I probably preferred chapter 1 over chapter 2 because I thought learning about the backstory of the kid and what was going on at the school, it seemed a little bit more interesting than the second chapter, but I think the honeybee cult had potential to be pretty interesting. I think they just didn't really go into it as much as they probably could have, which is fine. It leaves some to the imagination. Chapter 2, I think, had more in the way of jump scares with the faces appearing on the screen, and the body horror was better. With, like, the turning people's bodies into hives and the enemy and whatnot. So that was definitely an improvement. Both of the locations I thought were good for horror stuff, like an abandoned school at night and a creepy haunted forest at night. Don't forget the forgotten chatting screen. That's true, I have the chatting screen. And I even remembered to set it up ahead of time so that I would have the chat box there. Good call, Master. Good call. I like Chapter 2 better. Took up the horror a bunch, which I like. Nice. I'm glad to hear that you like Chapter 2. And that it was an improvement on Chapter 1 for you. Hell yeah. We like to see things get better. So I'll have to figure out a time to play the next chapters then. It's going to be a real time crunch for other types of games moving forward for the next few weeks at least, because next Thursday, so 5 days from today, Final Fantasy 16 comes out. And I am super excited for Final Fantasy 16. It seems like there's a demo for it. I haven't played it because I'm trying to go in blind. But everyone I've seen online who has played the demo seems to think it is just absolutely phenomenal. Like, some people were saying the demo was so good that they didn't even finish playing it because they wanted to experience it in the main game instead of in the demo. So it seems like 16 or Final Fantasy 16 should just be amazing. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then the week after that is when Master Detective comes out, which is the Danganronpa creator's new game, which I'm also stoked about. So between Final Fantasy and Master Detective, it's going to be really hard for me to find stuff to like switch things up until I beat at least one of them. Like, I would probably still do Yu-Gi-Oh, but I don't even know. I don't even know. I might be so into those games. Depending on how much I like it the first time or two I play it, I might be so into them that I won't be able to play much other than Final Fantasy and Master Detective. Unless I do some potential like marathon streams to play it for lengthier amounts of time to help get through it faster. So we'll see. There's still a lot of potential variance with the schedules and whatnot, but I expect Final Fantasy and Master Detective, so long as I enjoy them, to take up the vast majority of my streamings for the next few weeks. Obviously, occasional things will come here and there, but like I like having variety, so I'm always torn. I know we've talked about like, oh, you could do a themed week, you could change the way you're doing the streams or how often. Like, there's stuff I could do, but it's just like I only have so many days to work with, even with the themed weeks. Like, I like Yu-Gi-Oh! Sunday as a way to just kind of unwind and end the week. I don't know. Yeah, maybe on like a Saturday or next Saturday or something, I would have like a because I haven't done like, well, I say I haven't done marathon streams, but my longest stream was that Killer Frequency one, and I think that was over 6 hours, right? Yeah, Killer Frequency was 6 hours and 45 minutes long. So clearly I can do the long streams. So I don't know. If Final Fantasy is next Thursday, so assuming I start playing it next Thursday, I'd probably play it for a good chunk of time. And then, like, would I play it on Friday? Like, I'm probably going to want to play it on Friday, but usually I don't stream Fridays. So, like, then if I play it on Saturday, that's totally possible because I normally stream on Saturday. But I'm going to want to play it for longer than, like, 3 hours. So then it would have to be potentially marathon stream, and I just have to consider what other people are doing around me so I don't get in their way. I don't know. We'll see. I'll figure something out. I do like the premise of Chapter 1, though. Yeah, Chapter 1 was definitely cool. Final Fantasy sounds cool. I'd watch anything. Not sure what Master Detective or Directive... Master Detective rather than Directive, but yes. I honestly couldn't tell you a whole lot about it either, because I've been trying to be as blind as possible for it. Just because I know it's the Danganronpa creator's new game, and I love Danganronpa. So pretty much as soon as I heard that, I was like, alright, I'm buying it. You don't need to tell me anything else. I will buy it, I will play it, and I will probably love it. I think it's something about you play as a detective and there's a serial killer around and you're trying to solve things. I don't know for sure, though. It's the same thing with the AI Somnium Files games. Like, that's the game from the Zero Escape creator, which I also really like. So basically I found out it was a game by him, and then I bought it, and then I really liked it. Then they announced the sequel. I don't think I watched a single thing about it. I saw they announced a sequel, and that's it. I bought the game. I bought the collector's edition of the game. I still haven't watched a trailer. I've never watched a person stream it. I've not watched a trailer. I've watched no gameplay. Nothing. So when I finally play it, because I have it, and it's like a year old, and I've had it this whole time, when I finally play it, I'll be blind. Marathon streams sound nice, but depend. Right, yeah. So it's all going to depend on time. Like, can I justify it given my current schedule and what's going on IRL and whatnot? Like, 4th of July week is pretty prime time. But I'm on production support 4th of July week, so I don't know what that might look like work-wise. I think I'm going to have some family potentially visiting 4th of July week, so I'm probably going to be doing like a day trip to see them. I have the actual 4th of July holiday off, but like, again, like I could stream, but I think a lot of people probably could or would be busy on 4th of July potentially, at least if you're from the US. So then it's like, well, you know, do I really want to stream if people who are usually regulars are all busy? And like, I don't know. I'll figure it out. In the end, I'm going to stream what I want to stream when I want to stream, because that's the whole point. But I don't know. We'll see. YuGiOh's got to be a staple or something. I do really like the YuGiOh Sundays. Like, it's nice to have that consistent thing that I can look forward to. I know that there are people who often will come to the YuGiOh streams just because they like the YuGiOh stuff, but they don't come to the others as much, which is totally fine. You know, you don't have to watch every stream, but if you like YuGiOh and you like or generally enjoy my streams, then that's like a thing that you can look forward to every Sunday. Like, it is nice for consistency to have that. And they're always coming out with new stuff, like new packs, new cards, new events. I was starting to make my thumbnail for it earlier, but I just haven't finished. Sounds like you're excited, so I'm excited for the streams. Hope it lives up to your expectations. I am very excited for it, Master, yeah. It's going to be a great couple as long as the games don't bomb, which I really doubt. I think Final Fantasy is going to be very highly rated and very well received. Master Detective is a little bit more of a question mark. Because like they came out with another game called Zanki Zero, which I never played, but it didn't review as well. So Master Detective looks more up my alley from the one trailer I watched than Zanki Zero did. But we'll find out. But I hope that if you come to the streams that you enjoy them. And I hope they live up to my expectations as well. Yeah. I think they will. And then I don't think there's a whole lot of new games coming out between like the end of June and like September or October. At least right now that I have on my list. I think in July there's Oxenfree 2 is coming out. That's an indie game I played years ago and I liked. So I'll probably play that. I think it's like mid-July. And then Starfield comes out in like, what, October? I'm stoked for Starfield. That's probably my most anticipated game of the year because I love Bethesda RPGs like Skyrim and Fallout. I think Fallout 3, Fallout 4, and Skyrim are all in my top 10 games of all time. And those are all Bethesda RPGs, and Starfield is their brand new IP. That's their new RPG in sci-fi setting. So like, I'm really, really excited for that. I'm sure I'll play it a lot. But yeah, I think that's October. So then between essentially end of July or mid-June or mid-July and October, I think it's kind of like an empty period. I have a list, or I have an Excel doc that I have with the release dates of stuff. Okay, so yeah, Oxenfree comes out July 12th. There's a game called Eternites that I'm kind of interested that comes out in mid-September. Alan Wake 2 comes out in October. Oh yeah, I think Alan Wake 2 Oh my god, October is gonna be hold on, when is Starfield's release date? Starfield release date. Oh, Starfield is September 6th. Okay, earlier than I thought. Which is actually good. That is very good. Okay, because Starfield comes out early September. And then in October, Alan Wake 2 comes out on the 17th, which I'm looking forward to. I still haven't played the first one, but the second one looks really cool. And then 3 days later, on the 20th, the Spider-Man game comes out, or Spider-Man 2 comes out, which I'm probably my second most anticipated game of the year behind Starfield. This year has been crazy, huh? Final Fantasy, Master Detective, Alan Wake, Spider-Man 2, Starfield, the Star Wars Jedi game. I haven't played that yet, but that looks fun. I still need to play the first one. Oh yeah, YuGiOh, you should add, and I'll remind you tomorrow. Magical Stone Excavation and Sky Striker makes sense. I don't think I know. Magical Stone Excavation. Discard 2 cards, then target a spell in your grave and add it to hand. Ooh, yeah. That does sound useful. That is a good recommendation. I'll have to think about adding one of those to my deck then. Magical Stone. Oh, it's an ultra rare. No! Of course it's an ultra rare. Damn. Could still be worth it though. It's a spell. It gets me to discard stuff. Good rec. Oops, that sucks. Didn't know that. No problem though. I mean, even if it is an ultra rare, even if I don't have the crafting points necessarily for it right now, I can still bookmark it, and then I know it's something that I could add to my deck later on when I have a larger amount of ultra rare points that I could spare. Like right now, I'd probably, well, Sky Striker's my main deck, so that should probably be the priority, but Bestial branded, like I still have a good amount of the ultra rares I need from that, both crafting and pulling. And then the Labyrinth pack is going to come out next month. I'm going to want to pull that a lot. Then I'm going to still need the other Labyrinth cards that are still just in Master Pack, so I'll have to craft those. I wish I could just buy like an Ultra Point pack, or Ultra Rare pack or something. Alright though, so I think I will probably call the stream at that point, since we accomplished our goal of finishing Chapter 2 Shimi-O of Deathmark today. And I would like to figure out something for dinner. So, yeah, that'll be a good place to end it, but I am, of course, playing Master Duel. That's another Leoism, if you haven't picked up on. Whenever I stutter and mess up something I'm saying, I just kind of go like, and then I say it again. I don't know why I do that, but like years I've been doing that, where I'll mess something up, like trip over my own words while I'm talking, and then I just have to go, and then say it again. I don't know why. Because it probably makes it more like, I bet a lot of the time I could like trip over a word and then just ignore it and keep going and people wouldn't notice, or a lot of people wouldn't notice. But because I stop what I was saying and then go, then people know that I just messed up and I just did it again. It would just make it super obvious that I just messed something up. Because if you're only like half listening or half watching, and then you just hear out of nowhere. It's like, what the hell is this guy doing? Gotta reset your mouth. I used to stutter a lot, sometimes still do. I just stutter till I slow down and stop talking and say it again. That's another way to do it. Yeah, just like power through. Okay, but yeah, as I was saying, I think that's a good place to end the stream so that I can grab something for dinner and make my thumbnail for tomorrow and all that jazz. So, Master Duel, 2 p.m. tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. And then I have to figure out my schedule for this upcoming week with Final Fantasy coming out. We'll see how that affects it. Because I will be picking it up on Thursday as soon as I can. And I'm going to have a good time. Well, I'm not going to play it until I can do it on stream, most likely. So Thursday night, I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, so until then, Master Duel tomorrow at 2 p.m. And that'll be my end of stream spiel. So thank you very much for coming to this stream. I hope you enjoyed your time with Deathmark Chapter 2. I'm sure that I will be continuing it at some point. It's just that it might not be until after I get a little bit of my fill of Final Fantasy and Master Detective in. But I would most likely be playing it again because I have been enjoying it. I think the story's interesting, and I'm curious about how it's all going to come together. I kind of hope that the epilogue is like this big reveal of the ghost is something like somehow we've been interacting with them without knowing, and maybe a bunch of characters from all of the previous chapters kind of like unite to help save me because I helped them. I don't know. That would be cool. But either way, yeah, that'll be the end for the stream. So thank you again for coming to it. I hope you had fun with it. I will see you hopefully for tomorrow's Master Duel stream. And until then, I hope you have a great rest of your night, a great Saturday, a great Sunday if you aren't coming to Master Duel, and a good end to your weekend. And I will see you on the next stream. Bye-bye.